Oh, that was crispy. Skip a Chrono Trigger song again and see what happens. Dude. So our discussion in the Discord just before stream started involving music from the aughts got me listening to an aughts playlist on the way home. And a Gwen Stefani song came on. Does anybody remember the song that goes, if I could escape, blah, 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 wah, 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 wah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah!
Forever, you and me together. Now tell me, boy, now wouldn't that be sweet? You know that song? I noticed, yeah, I noticed that that song had a credit for Akon. And I was like, who? I mean, I knew who that was, but I was like, is he in the song? And then I thought, wait, is he credited for this because of the parts when he goes, woohoo, woohoo? That's it? He does the woo-woo? That's a huge part of the song? What? Come on, dude. No way. It's iconic? I mean, I'm not arguing that. For the first 30 seconds, it's literally just that. He didn't even say any, like, words. Couldn't they have just, like, sampled that from somebody? And then, like, used the sample? I'm sure he did it the one time and then they just repeated it over and over. Anyway, I like Gwen Stefani a lot. When I was a kid, the No Doubt record, what was it? Oh, geez. Yeah. It was the one with like, Hey Baby. I don't remember a lot of the song names because they were just like track 1 through whatever on the CD player in the van. Rocksteady, yeah. That is a banger album, dude. You put spiderwebs on your song? Yeah, Tragic Kingdom, that's what it's called, right? Tragic Kingdom, great record as well. Refrain, Akon, I wanna get away to our sweet escape, woohoo, yee-hoo! Is it woohoo what they call sex from The Sims? What's the implication? That's gotta be like one of the best like paychecks he's ever earned, right? He came in for like a quarter second and said like one verse and did a bunch of woohooing. The Sims global emote for like 10 hours. All gone. Wait, the stream has started. Let's get this party going. What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. How we doing? Zorak, Proton, 1, 2, 3, Tidge, Crunchy P, Clovey Girl, Shula Dame, Vissa. Good night. Have a great sleep. Thanks for stopping by. M, how are you doing? What's going on, folks? Just talking about Gwen Stefani. Yo, my bangs. It's time to cut them. Look at them. Look at the way they're falling. They don't know what to do. It's time to cut them. We gotta trim them off. Do y'all cut your own hair? How do you do it? When I have to cut my hair, a lot of people, I think, do like this. Straight across. But I'm scared to do that. Instead, I take like little bits of my hair at a time and I go like... You know what I mean? What is this song, dude? How are we doing? How was everybody's weekend? Mine was pretty chill, man. Saturday, Art Swap was incredible. Absolute cinema. If you didn't see it, go watch the YouTube pod. Then, I was recovering Saturday. It was a nice recovery period. I felt pretty good by the end of stream, but I needed food. Luckily, Connell and Zorak were in the Discord streaming Halo 2. The end of the campaign for Halo 2. Went and got lunch while I watched them play that. Felt pretty good after that even. The rest of the day, kind of just chilled out. You have your friend cut your hair every 2 years or so? How do you not have bangs? Oh wait, I feel like I remember your hair is kind of pushed to the side. Did Zorak play as Cortana? No. No one can play as Cortana in that game, but he was very... Look, I'm not trying to begrudge Zorak or anything, but he was just going through the motions. He was ready for it to be over, you could tell. But it was fun to watch either way. And then Sunday, what happened Sunday? We got breakfast with some friends. It was great. I met a boyfriend of a friend of ours who's been with this person for like 6 to 8 months. This is the first time I got to meet them. We had a running joke for a long time that they went to a different school in Canada. But I am glad to confirm this person is real. They're very tall, they're handsome, and they are super stable, which is incredible. You'll make sure he has fun in Halo 3? I hope so, DJK. Welcome in, by the way. Hope you're doing well today. And then after that, we're just kind of chilled, man. We watched the new Yekter Salamanit. Thank you so much for the 6 months? The 6 months with Prime. Hope you're doing well. Half a year already? That is crazy. You know what? You get a tarot card as well. You ready for this? First pull of the day. Woo! Sector Yekter Salamanit. You have pulled the 8 of Cups with like a couple of cat mountains in the background, it looks like. Dude, I need to get a better webcam. I think that's on the to-do list. I think step 1 is make sure the computer doesn't crash randomly. And then step 2, get a better webcam. The 8 of Cups. What does the book say regarding the 8 of Cups? Let us discover. I almost turned right to it. That's crazy. Letting go, escapism. The current situation no longer serves you. There may have been a time that it did, but you have outgrown it. It's time to move on. Don't know what that means, but it could mean a lot of different things positive. Hope you're having a great week so far. Hope you had a good weekend as well. We watched the new episode of Severance. Whew. What a show, man. What a show. They look like forgs. Yeah, the cups themselves look like little frogs. It's cute. The deck is very cute. You'll mull that over. Take it with a grain of salt, a huge chunklet of salt perhaps, but either way. No spoilers for Severance. The show is just good, man. It's super good. Also, officially confirmed, Mox, without telling me, got a subscription to Crunchyroll. And guess what's on Crunchyroll, dude? Akagi. Akagi is on Crunchyroll, and a live action version of Akagi, which I didn't know exists, is on Crunchyroll, so I can finally start watching it. Found out last night. I'm excited. I don't know when I'll have time to watch it, but either way, I'll find time. What are we doing today, by the way? We're gonna play some Splunky 2. We're gonna do the daily. We need to just pile right into it. Yo, Zorark. Thank you so much for the 17 months. Holy cow. Akagi's nuts? True, true. Wait, Zorak, it's your turn for a tarot card. Are you ready? The book club is this weekend. If you are participating in the book club, this Saturday after stream, so around 2 p.m. on Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to get together for the second ever Mox book club. We were reading Project Hail Mary. Incredible book. I loved it a lot. I read it in the span of like 2 days. And since then, I've read like 3 books. You're so behind. Mox is too. Mox is on like chapter 7 as of last night. So they're speeding through it. So don't worry. You're gonna start tonight. You can read it quick. It's a quick read. Zorark. Oh, look at this card. Zorark. Oh my God, it's so blown out. Zorark, you have pulled the Queen of Pentacles. Hold on, we're gonna get this to work. Look at it. That's so cute. Look at the little baby cat. Let's see what it says about Queen of Pentacles. Squoop. Yo, Cannon Frauder, what's up? How are you? The Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is for nurturing and sensibility. You are nurturing and wonderful and give so much of yourself to your loved ones. It seems you may never run out of anything to give, but don't forget to make time and space for yourself. How befitting. Wait, is befitting a word? Anyways, we're gonna do Splunky 2's daily, and then we're gonna pivot over to some Pico-8 development. I've been inspired to finish a game that I started working on right after we finished Conveyor 10 months ago. And it's pretty far along already, so it's gonna be interesting. I think I developed a little bit of it on stream, but I can't remember. Either way, we're going to dive into that and see if we can't hurry up and get it finished. Yekter Salamanit. Bearded Joe. Ready to pop. 9 months. Holy, the baby's arrived. The bearded Zeph. Pentacles is what happens when you get attacked with a feather quill. 10 more Zeds and you can juice. We do need to give out juice as well. It's been a few days. Bearded Joe, it's time for your card. Whoosh. Holy. I don't remember how many major arcanas we've pulled, but here is yet another. Bearded Joe. The moon is yours. Look at that. Holy, I love the way it looks. The art for this is so cute, man. Pentacles? Pentacles is what you... Oh, okay. Thank you for the explanation. All right, what does the moon say in this situation? The moon, illusion, unconscious fear. In the moonlight creating creepy wait, is the moonlight creating creepy shadows or is it there to light your way through darkness? What is the truth? Don't live in the illusion, address the reality of the situation. You know what this means, Bearded Joe? It means that your performance in ranked Mahjong is entirely contingent on not overthinking it. It's all in your head. Break free. Here, let's give out some juice. It's so cold. Dude, it's not cold here. It actually got pretty warm. It was like below freezing this morning. It's now like 54 degrees outside. Tomorrow though, it's gonna get freezing. And then I think the high on Thursday is 34 out here, which is stupid, man. Look at all this juice. That's a lot of juice. Where's my slide whistle? You won't get 34 until Sunday? Juice time. Whoop! What the heck is this? That was weird. That was like an old capture window. Okay. Feels like 5. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna skip you today. Not entirely, but like we're gonna do some other ones first, and then we're gonna do you, and then you're gonna get a luck juice. Yo, Grommel, what's up? Spelunky 2 when Pelunky 2 comes out. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Crunchy P, get over here. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Someone's gonna get luck in his place now? No, not true. Crunchy P. Anything's good here. Juice, Grommel. There's the wit. Nice, nice, enjoy the wit. You have 3 5s, holy cow. Good stuff. Grommel. Let's give it a second to think. You have 2 juices. DJK. Swoop. Toughness. We want to see some milk. Never mind, it's all wit today. The grape juice, it's going on sale. Thank you for the shout out to Grommel. Grommel streams, by the way, follow or die. You probably won't die, but we encourage people to follow others that are in the stream. Connell is not actually here. This is his bot. Let's see, Grommel. Did Grommel enter the meadow yet? Or are they getting ready? I think they're still in the house. Give it a second. Let's see, we've got a lot of juice to give out here. Grommel, Simbera, that was days ago. Okay. Who is here that has juice? Tidge? After Tidge, I'm doing 1, 2, 3. There's Grommel. You need the milk. Actually, you don't need milk, you need wit. There's the milk, never mind. And then there's the wit. Okay, I'm sorry, but now strength is actually your lowest stat. Are you gonna start saying you don't want the fruit punch? Zazzle entered the stream. I saw Zazzle walk through. Is it possible to get the meddlings to highlight if you hover over their name in the juice list or in any list? Possible, yes. Easily implementable? Maybe, it depends. I can't remember how the code is organized. Jellyfish Vibes, Luigi TTV, what's up, y'all? How you doing? Thank you for the juice redeems. I'll get y'all in just a moment. First, we have to see if 123 is lucky today. Where are you? Where are you? He's hiding. What? He is hiding. He was hiding behind Exovims. Luck. Cyber Benny, what up? How you doing? Dexterity and strength. Hey, you know what? Dexterity was your second lowest stat. That's pretty good. Do you have the characters drop shadowed? You can't imagine it's too hard to grab and... What? I'm not sure I follow. I think the answer is that there are 100 different ways to skin a cat in that situation. Grommel. Strength, toughness, speed, and actually dexterity. Okay, you got the blueberry lemonade. Rare combo. You love to see it. Jellyfish, how you been? Did I see you sneak in yet? Hold on. Yo. This is your second ever juice? Anything but wit would be amazing. You have 2. Strength and dex. All right, look at that. Half and half. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. There's 7 ways to skin a cat. 8 if you also count boy on top. Is this a euphemism? Am I missing the joke? Luigi, are you in the meadow? Scoop. What do you need? What do you need? Speed or wit? Any of those. The blue spectrum. Dexterity it is. Lemonade everywhere today. That's your highest stat. Enjoy. Shuladame. Shuladame. Yector Salamanit. Yector. Strength or speed, either of those would be delicious. Give it to us. Strength, finally. There we go. Someone got something they actually needed. You love to see it. We're gonna speed through these. Shuladame. Shoo. Speed or dex. The blueberry lemonade combo. Give it. You got wit. Okay, not bad. And I think we're good. Just scanning, I'm scanning. Oh, responding to my title. What even is my title? What did I make it? I forget. Oh, what's the worst that I can say? Oh. Clovey juice? Wait, did Clovey get... Did I skip over Clovey? I did. Zoop. We want to see luck. Big time luck. Please. We haven't seen a single one today. Oh. Sometimes all you have to do is ask. That's crazy. How does that work? Hey, any Twitch knowers, if you get under $600, demimis, does Twitch report your earnings to the IRS? I think if you go to your earnings tab in the Twitch dashboard, it tells you whether or not you need to worry about taxes. Mine's had like a big thing on it that was like, yeah, no. Might be dependent by state, that's true. All I know is that Twitch seems to think I don't owe taxes on whatever I earned this year. Or last year, I should say. Okay. Let's get the game going. We are under crunch time if we want to get to Cosmic Ocean before the daily cutoff. I almost played the daily last night after 7 p.m. so I would have like missed out on today being able to play it. Is this set to capture Spelunky? It is. Let's see if it actually does. Wah. It looks like it's capturing the audio. Yeah, but where's the game? Hello? Check this out. I'm live? I'm live. Going to bed, y'all. Good night. Going to bed, y'all. Good night. Come on, game. Good night, Simbera. Sleep good. One more chance. The audio is capturing, but not the game? Why? There it goes. Okay, weird. Yeah, I don't really know anything about... I don't know, like, what the profit cutoff is for needing to report stuff. Isn't it, like, $4,000 or something? I don't really know. I guess it might be state dependent. It's $600 worth of revenue. Really? I'll have to look into it because I don't know if I made that much over the course of the whole year, but it's possible. I don't really track that stuff, but it's pretty easy to find out. Wow. This is the daily. We got to focus up. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I sold more than $600 in that emote. No way, dude. It cost 10 bucks to get that emote. I think like 14 people have it. It's a pretty exclusive emote. That would be crazy. That means 60 people would have the emote. Not even close. There is a way to see how many people have spent enough to unlock those tiers. I think they do that so that you can like determine whether or not it's even like worth anything to make an emote for those slots. Boink. Bearded Joe does have me thinking about... Holy shop. Bearded Joe does have me thinking about maybe starting a Patreon, though. The only thing keeping me back from doing something like that is, I don't know. I want to be able to hook into one of those services. Either Ko-Fi. Is it Ko-Fi or Coffee? I want to be able to hook into those and reward people in the meadow for contributing to something like that. Is this just another way down? Holy crap, it is. But also, I feel like if I started a Patreon... Uh-oh, this is bad. Stay over there, mole. Don't come over here. Yo, Stanley, what up? I think I would also feel obligated, though, to do extra stuff for a separate platform. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have to, like... justify the existence of a separate platform outside of just the fact that there's people that want to support in a way that doesn't contribute to Amazon. You've seen people treat Ko-Fi? Coffee? We need to go back down here. I need to go to that shop. Let's go to the shop first. Quick. I think we can get down either way, which means we can loop around. The turkeys, though, they're so good. Okay, hold on, just chill. Jerk. All right, I'm starting to panic a little bit just because there's a lot of good stuff I want to do on this floor, but we're running out of time. Like, I want this box. I want this Monty. I want that shop. I think it's probably better to go the other way. So annoying, dude. Plenty of time. Doesn't feel like it. We got 20 seconds. And I really hope this doesn't end up being like a dead end and we have to loop back around. Quick! Just get the pace, get the bombs, go. Wait, we can afford everything. Buy it all. Okay. Whoa, okay. Interesting layout. You know what, just leave. Like, what could I do if I did like a separated platform? I'd have to do like exclusive art drops. We're dryballing the daily. We have been. This is the new meta. Get destroyed? Okay. More paste, eh? We're broke anyways, it doesn't matter. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. I think the most important thing is that it hooks up to the Meadows API and like is able to interface with that Codebase's database, which shouldn't be that hard. I know Patreon has a system that lets you do it. Coffee does not seem to have as robust an API. Coffee has webhooks, which are fine, but they're not really good for the thing that I have running right now because it requires that you have like an endpoint that is accessible by their webhook, which they won't necessarily be able to do to my local host, which is where my API is hosted. The Patreon exclusive Discord room. No, I don't ever want to gate Discord channels or like rooms behind access, if that makes sense, behind some kind of paywall. I like keeping everybody together. Boop. Okay. Forcing everyone to see our sick and twisted thoughts. I like the idea of us like forcibly bringing people into the Discord, like they don't have a choice. Uh-oh, I'm scared. Okay. A forced scroll up. People only scroll up because of the FOMO. Sometimes there's some nuggets of extremely good conversation that happen. Other times, it's just a collection of piss posts. Clockworkorange.jpg. Is that a reference to something that I'm forgetting? Scoop? Because I remember... Wait, was it the what is it called? Voodoo technique photo? Yeah, that's what you're trying to reference. Antaluster! How do you pronounce your name? Thank you so much for the follow. Uh-oh. EP Alice, also thank you for the follow. I'm scared. Everybody brace yourselves. You have 5 seconds! No, just kidding. You have 15 seconds. Tell me your favorite movie. Or I'll ban you. I'll ban you right here, right now. You can't come in here B2B like that. I'm just kidding. You totally can. But it was a little interesting, the timing. Yippee! You can't keep up with the Discord? I think that's part of the beauty of it. You don't have to. All right, we're being botted. There's no way we're not. Mods, swords at the ready. Whoa, don't stand here. You don't know what to do? If anyone starts acting weird or spamming messages they shouldn't be, then ban them. I think what's happening is Twitch's automation has gotten better. And Lister, I am not a bot, I swear. Convenient excuse. Put on shield mode. I lay my card down in defense mode. I lay my stream down in defense mode. Snag, what up? No, I think we're fine. Maybe we're not fine. I'm scared. What's going on? I'm scared. If I was a bot, whoever made me would be fired. All right then, people that are just now joining, I encourage you to describe how you found this stream. I'm curious to know. Brother, what is happening? Man, this is gonna be so hard to undo. Did that come through twice? Can I see stuff on my dashboard? Yeah, I can see when stuff is happening. I can see like the log. You saved my life. .mp4. Did we save the guy? We've been kind of fooling around. Bunch of weeds. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. It's just very unusual for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 follows to happen all within the span of 2 minutes. It's like you got raided. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a shout out. It could be people messing with me. That is also true. These could be people that already follow. But also, I don't know. These seem like real names. That's also true. Nobody seems like a bot name necessarily. It was a shout out, to be fair. Yo, Brawler, what's up? Wait, what shout out? Oh shit, it was Frost Prime. Why did Frost shout out? I wonder. He died on 1 too and wanted to see if someone died on the same spot. Oh, fair. Hey, does Frost, people that are from Frost stream, ask him if he remembers me from Vegas, because I did talk to him at the 596 con. He doesn't remember me, does he? That's so sad. You talked to him too? Yeah. Well, thank you guys for the follow, and I'm glad to have gotten to the bottom of that mystery. I did not see the shout out. That's funny, because he's like, I know who he is. Oh my god, never mind. Hello, Raiders, what's up? Yo, Frost, how you doing? What's going on, folks? Hold on, I gotta pause or we'll die. Raiders, welcome in. Frost, do you remember me from Vegas? I talked to you in that like arcade bar. Holy Jesus, what is happening? Are we hitting the 500? Oh my god. Frost says he's sorry. No, it's okay. Look, I didn't see the shout out in my scrolling stuff. Oh geez, now my hands are sweaty. I'm gonna fall in the lava. We call arcade bars barcades. That's true, fair enough. welcome in everybody. I would individually say hello to you, but there's quite a lot of you at present. Much appreciated. Welcome in, welcome in. I am running the Splunky daily, which, by the way, the Splunky 2 daily like cutoff window happens at 7. So we're trying really hard to actually make it to the leaderboard without dying. And then also, we're gonna be doing some game development after this. So thank you guys. Frost, once again, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, folks. Holy cow, dude. I'm cute, thank you. Much appreciated. Don't get too excited, it's Pico-8 game dev. Pico-8 game dev. I do Godot game dev on the side as well, but Pico-8 is my current obsession. Drop the link. Much appreciated, folks. Holy. Holy follow alerts. It is quite a lot. Pico-8 is in fact where Celeste started, yes. The Celeste most people know is not the Celeste from Pico-8. Magnificent Mitch, thank you for the raid as well. What's going on? How does one game this dev? Stick around and find out. Yo, Astral Daisy, welcome in. All right. Should I mute the sound of the follows? Because it's gonna take a minute. Wait a minute. Is the Pico-8 Celeste in Celeste the OG then? Yes, the one that you can find in the, I think it's in the hotel, right? You can find it in the hotel. That is the original Pico-8 Celeste. The game you're playing outside of that, a little bit more complicated, a little bit more of an engine behind that one. All right, folks, I'm going to mute the event alert sounds. Thank you for all the support. And thank you for the bits. V Darvo, much appreciated. But there's a little mishap with the yo, no problem. Look, something was up. We knew something was up, but I was like, what's going on? I need to play a tune for every follow. Well, so here's the thing. I can still hear them. Y'all can't hear them now. That's this is my own personal hell. I'm just kidding. It's not a hell. This is great. Good. Thank you so much once again. We're actually right at the 800. Y'all, we have been playing Mahjong Soul a lot lately. We love it. I'm still very new. I'm not good, but I'm really enjoying it. New Mahjonglers. Any jonglers in the chat, dude? Exclamation point Meadowcord to join the Discord where we play Mahjong. Don't scroll up once you get in that Discord, by the way. Also, please be over 18. Wait a minute. Where's my 18 plus warning on the Discord?
Wow.
Anyways, either way, I've spoken it vocally.
Yeah.
You literally just started too? Y'all, let's do it. Holy crap, it's so good. Look, I'm not gonna say I'm. Is it a little big-headed to say I might be goated at Mahjong? Do you know your name from Dan's stream? Probably. I used to hang out in Dan's stream a lot. A lot of the people here were from Dan's stream as well. Don't end the adventure. Are you kidding me? Hold on, we gotta get the bow. Those of you joining us, I have 799 before. It was earlier last year, I think in like August or so. I have not gotten back to 799, but I have had a few close calls. I think my PB on a daily was 781. So we're chasing the second ever 799. It's a hard thing to do, as you are all aware. Frost? I remember when Frost was going for the 799. I think Frost did it in like a record amount of time for someone that had never played Splunky. So I was very impressed with his ascendancy there. Like, it was genuinely crazy to see. I remember when we were in Vegas, Malf and Frost were having the The challenge. Oh, crap. That's bad. Mouth and Frost were having the challenge over, like, whether or not who would be visiting who, depending on who got to 799 first. And Mouth, in case anyone didn't know, recently finally got to 799, which was extremely exciting. Is this the drill level? I don't think it is. Okay, our exit was not hampered, thank goodness. Only one compass arrow, true. That was crazy with Mouth. I know, I was freaking out. It was like, I think Splunky 2 might be the best game ever made. Simply because there is no other game that is as exciting to watch someone like beat all the way for the first time. Like, it is pure content, dude. All right, I'm very scared. I don't like a dark floor. And I'm not gonna use the drill. We're gonna bomb our way down. This crush block is very scary. Like the spike trap up there. Can I bait it? Shh. Just go quick. Just go quick. Just go quick. Okay. Why no drill? Mainly because I don't want to send the lava. There was lava under the drill, so it makes descending down to Vlad's very scary. And then similarly, it is nice to keep the Ujedi because it allows you to see through walls and see where gems and stuff are. So we just need to be careful. I hate the very like limited visibility we have here. Whee! It only takes about 7 or so bombs too, so if I have enough, I typically do it this way. Yo, Marty McLeod, thank you for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. Sorry, you know what? I can turn on the alerts for the audio now. They've slowed down. Crunchy P. Those of you wondering what the thing at the bottom of the screen is, by the way, that is a custom Twitch integrated app that I am building in Godot. If you followed the channel, you are eligible to become a sprout. You can become a flower that you see at the bottom of the screen. If you redeem channel points for juice, after 3 of them, you can evolve into one of the little creatures you see bebopping around. And then you can also be fast-tracked to that evolution by just subscribing to the channel. Or having a gift sub given to you. Whoop! Okay, we are here. We've arrived. We need to grab the clover and quick. Was it over here? No. Okay, just watch out for spike traps. Yeah, okay. We'll show it off. We'll show off the meadow in between the Splunky run and the Pico-8 game development. We don't need that. I'm curious where Frost died on the daily. He said 1-2. Uh-oh. Yo, Leopardly, what up? 2-2. Okay, okay. Was it where that lava exploded? No shame in that. I feel like if I'm playing the daily and I'm going Volcana, there was a block hidden in the lava trap? That's just devious, dude. Derek, you is evil. By the way. Cookie Biscuit, welcome in. I think the major, I wish there was like a way to see your death heat maps or something like that, because I feel like the majority of my deaths happen in Volcana. And then if they don't happen in Volcana, the next major filter is probably Neobab. If not Neobab, maybe, where's my bow? Maybe the, maybe messing up like Onk skip or something like that. But the thing is, I usually have Onk by then, and I can at least get out if that's the case. Oh, he took that golden idol. See, that thing exploded on its own for me. I think maybe there was like a caveman that picked it up. I don't really know what caused it to, break. Or cause it to move, I should say. We have paste. This is good. Hello, Waddler. Y'all ever think that Waddler kind of sounds like Donkey Kong? The sound he makes when you enter the room reminds me a little bit of the sound that Donkey Kong makes. That sound right there, a little warble. Yes, from Mario Kart 64, exactly. Snagnose. Kind of low on bombs. The audio layer. Shoo! Did I not get the Onk? Oh crap. You're right. I blew up the walls, but I didn't let Olmec get through. Can you make it over the gap? Can you make it over here? Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm just autopilot. Thinking about Waddler sounding like Donkey Kong. There we go. All is right with the world. Too much excitement. Yeah, a little buzzed. It's okay though. I mean, if we're being honest, the Onk probably... We don't have Cup. I don't think we have any favor from Callie, which is bad at this point. We will probably lose Onk before Cosmic Ocean, assuming we get there. Let's not count our chickens. Can't I just use a rope there? Where? On the skip? I don't think you can. You can't enter the room through the, like if you're holding the rope, I don't think it gives you the prompt to enter the room. You have to be standing on a flat surface. Does Twitch really remove you from the other people's blocked users if you change your name? I don't think that's true, because changing your name doesn't change your Twitch ID. Finally, a Kali altar. Here, these guys, are these guys worth something? It's one of these creatures in this floor is not worth anything for Kali, but at least it kills them and gets them out of the way. They're worth nothing. Okay. Now, I do think what ends up happening is if you change your name, just relax here for a sec. The fish are devious. I need this Monty. Also, I got really scared for a second there. I thought there was a bear trap. 2 HP. Major chip hazard. Incredible item. Be sad not for Monty. He will be on the next floor. I don't like this axolotl, dude. Stop! Now that axolotl, you can maybe shed a tear or two for that. That was an unfortunate place for it to spawn. I hate being on 1 HP. If I die to a dice here, I'll never be able to live it down. It's happened before, and it'll happen again, I'm sure, but hopefully not today. Spider web. Always get hit by the dice. I've heard that if you throw them into the lightning right here and then you hit them, they can't damage you. But it's like too different from how I do it right now, so I don't bother. Instead, I'll just lose the Onk, like who cares? I would love to see... Whew! Thanks for explaining more stuff during the Splunky run. You came from the Frost raid and you're so lost in his runs. Frost is also fast. I mean, he's great. He's great at the game. Like I said before earlier, I think he was probably one of the fastest skill increases I've ever seen someone in this game have. But he goes so quick, man. Does he still, like, does he focus jetpack? Or does he go to do the cape and stuff? Because I think when he was grinding 799, he was, like, hard jetpack runs for the most part. Nah, he loves the cape. Smart. Cape is strong. I much prefer the cape. The jetpack is great for the skips and stuff, so you can get the clone gun to the sun challenge and everything, but it's very dangerous. I feel like I can't play as loosely. He died once to jetpack in Cosmic Ocean and vowed to never take it again. Oh, got you. Yeah, I was... Those of you that saw Mouth ascend here recently, I was like sweating. My finger, like my whole, like I was like stressing big time. Watching him use the gun in Cosmic Ocean was also stressing me out. I don't need that. Let's just leave. Armadillo hanging out in shame. What? Yo, Arbor Cat. What's up? Thank you so much.
Strong man feels okay, man.
Feels strong, man. Feels okay, man. Thank you so much for the 14 months. Holy cow. I can't believe we're a year and 2 months. Shoo. So I'm doing the clone gun thing here primarily because I like to kill Joel and clone his stuff, but I'm now just realizing I have 1 HP, so doing this is probably ill-advised. I should have left this crate that this guy had untouched. I'm nervous. I think we might just leave after getting this sword. We could have cloned Monty. That's another waste. Handful of inoptimal plays here, but that's okay. Coco Makoma, thank you so much. I mean, welcome in. How you doing? But also, thank you so much for being here. Oh, you do get a tarot card. I forgot. Also, there's a handful of people. Marty McLeod needs a tarot card. Crunchy P, did I give you your tarot card also? Folks, we're gonna take just a brief moment here. Every time someone subscribes to the channel, I pull a tarot card and we see what it's about for them. Yo, Tarot, you're a witch. Welcome in. Welcome in. So this is actually for Crunchy P. This card is for Crunchy P. Yo, Iron Optifine, thank you so much for the follow. Crunchy P. Yo, another major arcana. We're going 1 through 1. Like, basically, I bought a new deck. We're going through each card one at a time. I've never seen all these cards. This is a brand new deck for me. But this is the Wheel of Fortune. Look at how cute. Wheel of Fortune, Crunchy P. Let's read about what it says for the Wheel of Fortune. Major Arcana. Wheel. 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 Hello? There's my wheel. New cycles in destiny. Crunchy P, the Wheel of Fortune is an expression of karma. What you put into the world can determine what comes back to you. It's the magic cylinder of the world, okay? And then similarly, this is for Marty McLeod. Thank you so much for the sub. Brand new subscriber. Another major arcana. This is unheard of. I did shuffle these. You can't hear arcana without it being pulled. Hearing again in your head, it's about the Binding of Isaac voice actor. The High Priestess. Look at how cute. How wise. How mystical. What does it say about the High Priestess? I like this little book it came with. I mean, I know a good bit about what these cards ought to mean, but I like seeing what the books they come with say about them. Close, close. High Priestess, higher power and intuition. Look within yourself to find the answers you need. Connect to your intuition. Feel all the feelings. Where did I get these cards? I have a local metaphysical shop that I go to very frequently. I got this deck. I'm a part of their rewards program. I got this whole deck for $7. Incredible work. And then, this one's for Arbor Cat. Arbor Cat. Excuse my hiccup. Yeah. We saw the Queen earlier. Today we're seeing the King of Pentacles, aka Pentacles. We've seen the King and Queen today. That's crazy. Both of Pentacles. Let's see what that has to say. Here's your guidance. King of Pentacles, wealth, security. You are a success. Be a good provider and care for others. Everything you do seems to be lucrative and positive. Continue on this path for continued success. Arbor Cat, whatever you have going on, keep doing it. It'll pay off. There's a second Kali altar. Holy. Thank you again so much for the support. Crazy talk. We have 2 HP. Very scared. Wah! I heard Monty. It's always a shame when you get a... Wait. I didn't think there could be Kali altars on this floor. That's kind of weird. Thankfully, they didn't actually damage us because the turkey took the hit there. We have spikes, so just kill him. I do want to try to use that turkey for sacrifice. We need to hurry. This floor, if we waste too much time, can get very tricky. There's Monty. Don't get stuck there. Let me out. Okay. Quick. You have to pace the vision for easy. What? Do you do that weird blood thing to get 99 hearts? It depends. Sometimes I do. If I can get a mummy on like a temple floor in Cosmic Ocean, I will absolutely attempt to do it if I can find a body quickly enough. But are you talking about the one where you throw like a hired hand into a vampire and all that stuff? Because I try to do that if I have the ability. Where did my sword go? I tunnel visioned? I see it. Okay. I try to, but it's sometimes like the setup for it causes me to take more damage in a span of time that I'm comfortable with, so I just bail. I would like for you to leave. Okay. We need to find the door. I think I saw it over here. Can't see, dude. We have a minute. Luckily, we have everything we need to do this quickly. Trying to preserve Ankh here at the cost of 2 bombs. We're gonna let that guy chill there. Luckily, there's nothing dangerous in the columns. I don't like these bubbles, but whatever. The body almost hit me. The body almost flew through the air and hit me. That would have been such a bummer. I don't like these guys. I'm actually going to go around. They've hit me enough times that I've fallen into the lava and it's not worth. All right, where's the door? Okay. Okay. Skip successful, not too shabby. Always a little nervous when that happens, or when we have to do that, which is every time, if we can help it. You're getting an ad for women's laxatives. When you come back and can hear me, I have questions. Whoop! All right, no big deal. I just don't want to die to chip hazard. If we can help it. We need to step on every crab. Ideally, we could slice every one of these little hermit crabs, get their blood. Or just take damage to them again. It's okay, we're gonna rebuild slowly. Look away. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, why are they gendered? Are they like flavored? Do they have like vitamin supplements that are relevant in some way? Is Monty dead? Monty died. That's unfortunate. So now we cannot get poisoned, or we'll be in big trouble. Don't really need the sword anymore. You know what? Here. Give me your blood. The box is pink. They're apparently the #1 way to go #2. Man, working in advertising for medications has to be like one of the most bizarre things ever, right? Uh-oh. It's a little scary. Got a little overzealous with the jump boots there. We can slurp on this floor pretty good. A lot of stuff to step on. A lot of lightning bugs to whip and whatnot, but I'm nervous. So I'm just gonna let this guy take care of himself. Lately on non-dailies, we've been trying to go to the temple and get the elixir. The elixir is cool because I didn't even know this for a long time, but the elixir gives you double HP gain. So every time like your HP goes up, if you have like the cup or whatever, you get 2 HP instead of 1. And your HP goes up crazy fast, almost faster than you would if you had the cape. You hate that we live in a world where advertising for prescription medicine is legal? I agree. I agree big time. That's kind of mostly an American thing, right? Chef, if you want to check the UFO 50 Discord for the announcement for the art collab, you can grab any game that's available if you're interested. An art collab? Sign me up. Also, Akumi on base, how you doing? That sounds amazing. I've already done some fan art for UFO 50. Whoop! Solely an American thing? American #1 in advertising for prescription medications that you probably don't need. America and New Zealand? Is that why Chib is so cooked? Just kidding, I love Chib. What kind of fan art? Y'all saw it. I did low poly 3D modeling for UFO 50 characters. You can't sign me up, but the games are going quick. Oh, I didn't realize. I thought it was like anybody can do any number of things. Well, if I don't get in time and people take up all the slots, I'll be excited to see what everyone comes up with. But if there's stuff left over later when I can look at it, I will grab whatever is left because I can come up with something for any game, I'm sure. It might even be a good thing to get like the game no one wants. Boop. We hit 800. Holy, we hit 800. We're 200 away from drinking the cat girl potion live on stream. That's crazy talk. Those of you that are new here, I found a cat girl potion in the woods. I'm gonna drink it live on Twitch. We don't know what's gonna happen. In the woods? Yes, in the woods near my apartment. I was walking to a taco place. Gulp. Mouthed it. We're allowed to say that now that he's gotten to Cosmic Ocean, right? We were abstaining before because it was too painful. Those are rare. It is rare. It had like when I picked it up, the nameplate was like hot pink, which indicates that it's really rare. All right, so Ankh is gone, but you know what that means? That means we have 1 life to make it count. And in some ways, that's all that we need. And in a lot of ways, I think it makes me play better. So let's just chill. Don't sweat it too hard. We're already at 6 HP. You'll love to see it. We're just going to have to be extra careful in Neobab. We're low on bombs, at least for this stage of the game. I hate you. This guy is in a bad place. You know what? I'm not playing with this elevator. I'm very nervous. On this floor, we have nothing to worry about, or nothing to do, I should say, so we should just worry about getting off the floor alive. Yep. Okay, that was a little bit of a risk. Oh, it's not the Golden Legendary Hollow Limited Foil Cat Girl Potion? Probably not. I don't know what like the drop rate is for those. I'm just lucky I found this one. There's not a lot of rare spawns in this part of the world, or at least in this area. It's very corporate. Whoop. The most dangerous thing on this floor are the All Might bodies. when they go flying because of these spark traps, it becomes very unpredictable and difficult to manage what's going on. We got to get the urn. Those of you here that are new, make your guesses. We're going to guess which urn is the right one before we see what it actually is. And if you know what it is because you did the daily already, that's cheating. Don't do it. All right. I'm going to say smiling wooden sperm. Cracked clay sperm. Yo, Kurgo, welcome in. Cracked clay snake. Clay is the white one. Holy crap, you got it, Stosuke? No way. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Yo, Tyler, what's going on? How you doing? Here, give you a little slide whistle action for the follow. Tyler, hope you're doing well today. Clay is the white one. I always get these confused because in my opinion, the clay should actually be porcelain and the onyx ones should be clay. But this is it right here. Cracked clay snake. You. Monty! I want to see what's in this shop. I'm not willing to spend time gambling for a power pack. Clay is the white one, season 2 American Idol finals. Clay Aiken didn't win season 2, did he? He won, he didn't, he got runner up. Ruben Studdard won. Whatever happened to that guy? Does he still make like gospel music or whatever? All right, we're going to the party. Stuff a shrimp cocktail in your pocket. Now we make it off the floor alive and, you know, we'll talk about what's going on in Sunken City. Or at least doing the ascendancy up to Sunken City. Scoop. I don't like this. Feel a little nervous. Okay. Getcha. Okay. Does anyone remember his song Sorry from 2004? Are we talking about Clay Aiken or Ruben Studdard? Released an album as recently as 2023? Holy crap. That's insane. I would not have expected that. I would figure, like, what do you pivot into if you stop being a musician that won something off a TV show? I guess you'd probably go into, like, producing or something, right? Looks nice here. We have the nicest community on Twitch. The most supportive. The funniest, also, I might add. Local auto dealer commercials. I love refrigerators. All right, take me up. Hosting, reality TV, true. Grifting, man, I wish I didn't have a conscience. I feel like if I didn't have a conscience, grifting would be so easy, dude. And I would be a bazillionaire. I'm not a landlord. I'm not a landlord. I've never owned property. Charging 10 bucks for that emote? I am charging 10 bucks for that emote. I'm sorry, folks. That one is locked behind bits. But once you've paid those bits, you get it forever. Also, it was kind of for the joke. Uh-oh. This is scuffed. Never mind, it worked out. Did you see the bomb get stuck to the vampire? That's not what I tried to do. All right, so we're gonna have bombs. We're not gonna have 99 bombs, but I'm a firm believer in that the Cosmic Ocean will provide. So if we manage to get to Cosmic Ocean, we'll still try to keep like tabs on our inventory, on our consumables. But I'm pretty confident we'll remain okay. We are gonna spend quite a few to kill Hundun because I'm scared of stomping. Help. This corridor, I don't trust this corridor. One time I was swimming in the water, arrow trap stuck in like the top left where that gem is, shot me, stunned me, landed on the spikes, died. Never again. Where's Waddler? I see that poison arrow trap too. Don't you think I don't? There he is. Okay. You only ever reached the Cosmic Ocean once, smiled and decided you were done with Splunky 2? You never completed the journal? Completing the journal was tough. Mommy time? Where's Wadlow? +2. Getting to Cosmic Ocean is no simple task. If you've been to Cosmic Ocean, congratulations. That is a big feat in gaming. Doing 799 is like obscenely difficult. But it feels so good. It feels so good to do. And I'm still playing the game even after doing so. I think I just like, I think my brain is broken. It's a great game. Took you 99 hours to get to the ocean for the first time, and 125 hours later, your PB is 742 with no end in sight. What do you mean there's no end in sight? You PB'd 3 separate times yesterday, or last week. You have the technology, you have the skills, you have the know-how. You just have to let the, kind of like the kaleidoscope of random bullshit align just right for you. Gah. Watch out for the skulls. This should be set off. Now these I'm unsure of. Both of them were already set off. Don't really know what did set them off. Maybe a frog. It looks like something exploded right here. This is a lot of damn poison arrow traps, dude. I don't like it. That one just got set off too. Okay. I think we're safe. That means there's going to be a month of troll seeds. I don't believe in troll seeds. I don't believe it. I just think there are... It's almost like when you work out for real. You need like periods of recovery. You can't just like go crazy at the gym every time. I don't know which way is the correct way to go here, so I'm just gonna go this way and hope that this is the right way. Because I don't want to do the water. Eggplant stuff? The eggplant is tough, and here's the thing too about eggplant, for me at least. The eggplant crown, I think it kind of sucks. I don't like not having the whip. Not being able to back whip is such a debuff. It hurts. And I've only ever gotten to Eggplant World once to complete the journal. And I don't want to have to do the rigmarole again. I think one of my, like, the weakest parts of my skill base in this game involves dealing with any of the, like hired hands, artificial intelligence that is, like, powered through that. You saw a secret door. Meow, you see me. What's up? Meow, you see me, by the way. Goated Splunky 2 player. Extremely fast. Very skilled. Always near the top of the leaderboards. You love to see it. Damage boost me. Damage boost me, dude. Oh, jeez. Probably shouldn't be standing here. Quick. I do want to know what's in this. Okay. Curiosity sated. Woo! Okay. We made it. Not too concerned about this little uvula thing. What eggplant stuff? You've never looked up guides or anything? Yeah, there's like a whole series of things you can do to get a special, like an eggplant spawns if you put a present on the Kali altar, and then you have to carry that all the way to the purple altar on 5-1, the ice caves, and then you get like a little, character that's kind of like a hired hand called the eggplant child that you have to escort all the way to that mommy statue that we just saw on 7-1. And then from there, the door opens and you get to go to Eggplant World. How does the game expect you to know this? Derek Yu loves his secrets. All right, I would stomp here, but I'm too nervous. I want to see what Cosmic Ocean looks like today. Stompa? No. Every time y'all tell me to Stompa, I choke somehow. See, I see you, Tidge. I see you plotting. If you aren't going to Cosmic Ocean, World 1 and 2 eggplants are the easiest because there is nothing else for you to carry until Olmec. And then you can stuff it in Wadler's little cage, yeah. Woo! Okay. Hundun dead. All right, folks, we're entering the Cosmic Ocean. Take a big slurp. What do you taste? Let's see what today's flavor is. I'm gonna, hold on. Ooh. Listerine. I don't know why. That's not a great flavor, but we'll make it work. What kind of Listerine do y'all prefer? Are y'all like the purple kind? And it doesn't have to be Listerine. I mean mostly just mouthwash. Could be generic. I use generic. Let's get out of here. I don't like this place. Okay, that situation resolved itself pretty good. I just want to get out of the guts. And unfortunately, there are a lot of them. Help. Finally, the bottom. Okay. Lava is flowing. That's very bad news. Don't hang out on that half of the map, I suppose, will be our plan. Yo! Don't kill me, please don't. Oh, you bitch. Did you see that? 7-5? That's worse than dying on like 2-1 in my opinion. Thank you for the follow, Dirty Junkrat Main. How you doing? Bro. I knew that like that didn't feel good. As soon as we loaded in and it took forever to get to the bottom of the level, I was like, we're in trouble. Oh yes, we can show off the meadow. And then we can do some game development. But let's see where we ended up on the leaderboard today. At least we did get a leaderboard spot. 40 more minutes and we would have missed the window. 45th? That's not even crossplay. 73? Top 100. We'll take top 100. But that's not ideal. Look, Meow You See Me, second place today, 799 victory. Blank CB was farming cash-wise. Holy crap. Agreeable Pixel, Simong. A lot of familiar names at the top. Committee number 3. Is that the first pilot of the day? It is the first pilot of the day. Congratulations, number 23. And then Dante's Blood Jr. Becca Dora, yo, shout out. Thonk. Can we get a thonk in the chat? Wow. I love the prerequisite weird. All right, folks. Well, that is unfortunately going to be the end of the Splunky 2 segment today. Unfortunate that we died on 7-5. It hurts. It hurts to die that abruptly in Cosmic Ocean because you feel like the gameplay between like regular Splunky into Cosmic Ocean Splunky feels like it takes like 5 to 8 floors to like transition your brain into like the modes that you have to get into for that. So if we die as soon as we get there, it feels like I didn't even get into the seat for it. Agreeable Pixels, soft, cozy stream. Got you. Folks, we're going to be checking out the Meadow, which is the little purple thing you see at the bottom of the screen. This is the Meadow. It's an application I've been designing in Godot, implemented with the Twitch API. I built the database, I built the API, the interfaces with the Twitch API, I built the Godot client. If you followed the channel, you get to be sprouted. All these little flowers are followers of the channel. The ones that are sparkling are ready to evolve. Otherwise, they're just chilling in here. The creatures you see are also people that have either subscribed at some point or redeemed enough juice to get to level 3 growth stat, so they could evolve. We got a lot of new followers. I'm not gonna sprout everybody, but if you're here and you'd like to be sprouted, let's get to it. Elf Cutie, you're number 1. Elf Cutie. Elf Cutie Potato, welcome in. Evie White, you're next. Welcome in. If you land in the blood lake down here, you become a lily pad. But I think it's bugged right now. I think if you land, you'll become a flower that's in the water. Evie White. Zoom. I need a way to filter this list. All right, here we go. That was a lot of clicks. Holy cow, you were reluctant to come out of the package. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see ya. Sprout me, senpai. Bah. Welcome in, welcome in. Wrong button. B-A-H. You're Bob. Gotcha. If I pronounce your name wrong in any way, please correct me. And also try to give me a hooked on phonics style way of pronouncing it, or I'll probably screw it up either way. Ba, 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 ba. Tyler with the juice. After you've been evolved, by the way, juices apply to your character. Welcome in, Bob. Juices apply to your character as stat points. Example, Visarion here, aka Vissa, shout out. Luck, strength, speed, toughness, dexterity, wit. Right now, these stats are doing basically nothing. However, we have been working slowly towards what we call the Meta Olympics. And if you don't know what the Meta Olympics are, I'm actually gonna play it. This is a day early. We do development streams for this on Wednesdays, but I'm gonna play it because we haven't seen it in a couple weeks. Buckle up. That's right. That's right. The Meta Olympic training arc is a thing that we started about 3 months ago or so. just a thing we're doing on Wednesdays, or at least we're supposed to be doing on Wednesdays. Sometimes my creative efforts, like, you know, creativity ebbs and flows. Those of you that are creative, I'm sure you understand this. On Wednesdays, we do development specifically focused towards increasing the functionality of the Meadow. Think of it kind of like the Chow Garden from Sonic Adventure 2. The Meadow Olympics will be games that are team-based, so essentially we'll be making teams out of all the Meadowlings that you see here. And then your stats will be like accumulated together, and then those stats will be used as kind of like modifiers for kind of like random mini games that play out. Sonic reference, exactly. Chow Garden, Sonic Adventure 2, a little bit of Tamagotchi. Did I just finish playing Spluggy 2? I'm sorry, Majestic Unicorn, you missed it. We died on 7.5 on today's daily. And we are pivoting off of that. I'm actually gonna change the category. Thank you for reminding me. We're going to be doing some software and game development after this, mostly in Pico-8, but I was just showing off the Meadow because we had a lot of new people here. Whoop! And we needed to sprout some folks. Was there anybody else that wanted to be sprouted that hasn't been sprouted yet? Because if not, we will be pivoting straight over to the Pico-8 Epialis. How could I forget? Squoop! A, B, C, D, E. I know my alphabet. Epialis. FTL music's so good. Agreed. Also an amazing game. What's Substate Games? Substate Games is the name of the developer for that, right? What are they up to? I know they did Into the Breach. I wonder if they got something else going on. Epialis, welcome in. Astral Daisy. A lot of y'all have names near the top of the alphabet. Very interesting. Astral. A? Astral Daisy. Becoming an actual daisy in the meadow. Welcome in. Coming in hot. Boom. Pretty close to one of our newer neighbors. Evie White, Astral Daisy, welcome to the same column. As a flower, as a sproutling, your position will randomize. The type of flower you are will randomize every time we launch the meadow. But for now, enjoy your positions right here. You too can be a lily pad someday. And then also, of course, one of these little creatures that wanders around. All right. Well, I think we're going to we're going to go open Pico-8 and stuff. Yo, IRB Alley, what's up? Beep, 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 beep. Give me a second to get my situation here figured out. I need to get my GitHub repository opened. Who here does not know what Pico-8 is? Raise your hand if you don't know what Pico-8 is. Maybe you've heard the word Pico-8, but you're not sure what it actually means or what it represents. Proton, you know what Pico-8 is, don't lie. Noah, welcome in, by the way. Pico-8 is a fantasy console developed by publisher Lexalothal, I think is how you pronounce it. A lot of games got their start in Pico-8. Celeste is a great example. The Celeste that you've seen and probably played is not the one that was made in Pico-8, but the original idea and conception of Celeste was made in Pico-8, and you can play that version in the like full release Celeste that is out now. We're working on a game in Pico-8 right now because not only does the fantasy console have like a series of games made by developers for free after you pay for the license for Pico-8, which is like 15 bucks. I think you can get it cheaper for student like discount stuff or what have you. It also has like a fully integrated API for development against Pico-8, so you can make your own Pico-8 games. You can share them on a bulletin board system that they have. And it's just really cool. It's like, it has like a lot of artificial constraints. Oops, give me a second here. And it basically forces you to develop something within like a smaller scope. It's nice to have like a limited scope for stuff, because when you have like the entire world at your fingertips, it can be very overwhelming. So this is what we're looking at. This is Pico-8 on the right. I've loaded up the dash box, which is the game we're working on. Cart, it has a cartridge file. The P8 file is a cartridge file. We've loaded that up into Pico-8. And this is what the editor for Pico-8 looks like. I have Visual Studio Code open on this window, which is a lot easier to develop in. Hold on, how do I get you to scroll? Control plus. Make this a little bigger so we can see what we're doing. I have a Pico-8 themed VS Code, VS Code theme, just to fit the vibe. But in here, you have like a sprite editor. This is a code editor. If you wanted to, you could code your entire game inside of Pico-8. I would go cross-eyed though. The font is very small. You have a 128 by 128 window to operate in for Pico-8. So the definition for things is really small, I should say. You use the Pico-8 editor. Tyler, you're built different. I can't. The sprite editor is in here. You have basically a series of 8 by 8 pixel squares that you can draw sprites into. You can make bigger sprites by stitching multiple sprites together. You can actually edit the sprite sheet in an exterior program if you want and then load it in. But I usually do things directly in the editor for the sake of ease. I'll do like mock-ups and stuff in Sprite or something, and then I'll try to convert them over to Pico-8. But this is the color palette for the entire console. 16 colors. There is like a hidden palette that you can access in certain ways, but I actually haven't messed with that myself. This is a map editor, and it gets a little complicated, but basically you take in here, you use colors to paint on a canvas to make sprites. And then in here, you use those sprites and you can kind of paint those onto a map, which is like a region of the screen. And then that creates the ability for you to paint like an entire thing to the window. There's a lot of different functionality. It has its own like tracker software for music and sound effects. It gets pretty complicated. Won't go into much detail over the music because that's kind of like a late game polishing thing. But everything to make a game in Pico-8 is inside of it, right here. You can mess with a lot of the code and whatnot with exterior programs, like VS Code, for example, here on our left. And that's what we're gonna do. But to run what we have so far, we gotta hit Control R. This is Dashbox. What is Dashbox? Dashbox is a relatively simplistic arcade game where the red walls that you see on this box in the center of the screen are danger walls. If that bar at the bottom of the screen reaches the bottom, while you're on a danger wall, you die. Which at this point in time, because we're early into the development, means that the game just resets itself. So you can kind of see how it reset itself there. You remember this deving on stream before? I'm telling you, this was 10 months ago, or resurrecting this from the ashes. But then also, secondary objective, you see that little square that's like jittering a bunch on the screen? That's an orb that you need to be able to collect to up your score. I implemented the actual creation of them yesterday off stream, but I did not implement any logic to pick them up or to have it so that that's what iterating your score, not the screen or not the jump. You haven't seen this before? You love all the game feel details. It still needs a little bit of polish here and there, but I do like how simplistic it is. Also, if you collide into a wall, you die. There's various different ways that you perish in this game. But that's the general idea. We need to make the danger walls more evident. We need to make something actually happen when you collide. You're the ball right here, like that little ball at the top of the wall, that's you. Appalach, good morning, how are you? Hope you're doing well on this fine... Is it Wednesday for you? It should be Wednesday. Leopardly, I wanted to bring this up to you because I think it's really interesting. Your art swapathon project for Proton is actually what made me dig this up. It's kind of like Proton Smash, just like the concept. But also, those of you that have played UFO 50, does this not kind of remind you also of Warp Tank? I did not know Warp Tank was gonna be a thing when I started making this back in like 10 months ago. But it is essentially Warp Tank. Just very, very, very boiled down, very simplistic. So what do we need to do? Let's identify some things we want to do today. You're gonna say this is Warp Tank? It's crazy, right? I was like, what the crap? That's awesome. And also, come on, man. But the good thing about Pico-8, in my opinion, what I love about it, is that you can very easily, if you have like an emulator handheld, a lot of them, well, I don't want to say a lot of them, but some of them support Pico-8 natively. So you can like boot up games that you've made before on your own little like handheld gaming consoles like this. And it feels so good to play something you actually made on like a console. So I'm actually gonna flex a little bit here. Just give me a second. I made one other game for Pico-8 so far. It's called Conveyor. And you can play it on my itch.io page in the browser. Was that an Anbernic? No, this is a Miu Mini Plus, but I think Anbernics also allow for the Anbernics allow for the Pico-8 executable. You don't have to use like mock Pico-8. Look! This is my freaking game, dude. I made this game. It's hard to see because my camera kind of sucks. But isn't that Pog? That, what you see on your screen right here? Hold on a second. Come back here. Is this the same thing? Same game. Pog. I don't know. It's exciting. I like it a lot. It's really cool. Uh-oh. I'm dead already. I'm surprised this sucker has battery life. I haven't booted it up in quite a while. There we go. Okay. Just shutting this down. But I do think Dashbox will be fun to play on my handheld, which is primarily like the driving motivator to do it. I also just needed like a an easy game to finish to get my mojo back. So back to Dashbox. Yo, Aurori11, what's up? Back to Dashbox. We need to give ourselves some objectives. I think objective number 1 is we need to collect this orb. We need to collect this orb if we are in line with it when we travel through it, because that's how we're going to iterate our score. So let's focus on that. I'm gonna turn this off while we do some coding because otherwise I'll go crazy. You bought Pico-8 yesterday, so you're picking it up? Yo, Leopardly. Let me know if you have any questions. I would be glad to try to assist you. Tyler as well. I'm sure Tyler would like to assist in any way he can. Tyler's very knowledgeable in the world of Pico-8. Very accomplished Pico-8 dev. Appalac. Appalac, I had an idea for my next Pico-8 game. And I'm gonna maybe, like, I'm going to, it's going to require outside assistance for music if you're interested. But I think it's a cool idea. And it would be my biggest Pico-8 game to date. Okay, so what do we need to... I'll give you some details later. I need to do a little bit more brainstorming. Getting ads for the military when you're banned from the military is so funny. Joke's on them. Let them waste their money. Well, actually, that's our money. Fuck! All right, so where are we? What do we need to do? So the objective is, anytime the ball moves, we need to check if the orb was in the path. So where does that happen? We have a Lua script. This is all programmed in Lua. It has like its own kind of like dialect for Pico-8 specifically, because there's some things you can do in the Pico-8 version, like the Pico-8 dialect of Lua, that I don't think you can do in like the standard Lua. But we're not gonna stress that too much. It's all very similar either way. In here, we have an update function for our ball. And this is what is operating all of the behavior. There are 4 buttons. 4 buttons that kind of control Pico-8. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 that control Pico-8 minus like the start button. You have your D-pad, which I think is, yeah, button P0, 1, 2, 3. These are all the buttons for Pico-8 on the D-pad. This is the action button that is Z on the keyboard. Or whatever isn't X is like the comment I left for myself. This is the button that's being pressed when the ball moves, when it engages its movement. So this is where we need to check whether or not we have collected the orb. So how can we do this? We know this property on the ball object has an array of all of the, basically, see how this like purple bar is being drawn on the screen? That's a pathfinding like sight line. I don't really know what else to describe. It's like a guide to let you know where you will end up based on these like gates that redirect your position. So the ball has an array of all the positions for that to know what to paint. So obviously, I think what we need to do is we need to step through those, and we need to see if any of those are the same as the origin spawn for the orb. And that will tell us, yes, you've collided with the orb. If that's what we need to do, the challenge is now getting that orb's position in the context of the ball. So how do we do that? Do we have access to it in here? I think our Pico-8 file, our P8 file, the cartridge itself, is not spell checked. Whatever. That's probably a good idea because there's like a lot of metadata in here that we don't need. This is like a thing I don't like to do. I'm not, by the way, those of you that are new here, I'm not claiming to be an expert in programming in any way. I code to get things done, not really to enjoy how clean the code is. This is way cleaner than Conveyor though. The other game I was showing you, that code base is, that's a whole nother story. But regardless, you're gonna see me do things that are probably really stupid, probably really inefficient. I'm open to criticisms and or suggestions for how to improve it, but also I'm stubborn. So take that in mind. So let's see. Pathing is here. That's actually the logic that contains our pathfinding. Yo, Prey is okay. What's up? How you doing? This is our ball. And this is our orb. So I think... Let's see. Let's just find out. I don't like referencing things outside of their scope. But I want to see what will happen. In here, let's just print to a debug that... This is printing to a file, print H. We're gonna say orb position, orb pause. And then we're going to just concat orb dot X, concat orb dot Y. And let's see if if this doesn't throw an error, then we have what we need to accomplish what we want, but if it does, then we'll have to get a little clever. Okay, so it didn't break. Let's see what our log says. Okay, so we do know the position of the orb within our ball. So one thing to take note in case you're like curious why that is, because it doesn't really make sense from a programming standpoint if you're used to like requiring things from like other like files into your files. That's technically happening in this. In the Pico-8 file, you probably noticed... Hello? Oh, this one. In the Pico-8 file, you've noticed a lot of these includes. All these are literally doing is taking all of the code inside of the main.lua file, and it's stacking it. It's like slamming it in there. And then every piece of code from the box.lua, slamming it underneath that. So it's like all of the code is technically present in one place, but we've split them off into individual files for easier like management. So with that being said, we do have access to the ball or to the orb's properties inside of the ball. So then what we do is we need to find out if the orb's X and Y position is equal to anywhere in this pathfinding, this path object. Now, how do we do that? What's the best way to go about that? Because here's the problem. This is not exactly like the box is smaller than like the other boxes, so we could do like a distance calculation. The origin point of each of these like places in the pathfinding is going to be different from the origin of the drawing of this box. Wait, that might not be true. I think I actually made it so that it is in the same spot, but we're drawing it like smaller. Yeah, I actually think this is fine. Here, I have an idea. Let's keep this log that we just put in here. And then let's log all of the pathfinding stuff. Let me just double check what that looks like. Yikes, okay. It is a table with just X and Y positions, okay. If that's the case, let's just print all of those. Hold on, the skinny ass window is driving me crazy, but that's okay. Print H, wait, no. For P in all self.path. This is how you loop through something in like a table. That's what Lua calls it.
Congratulations.
We're just gonna print H path pause, which is gonna look very similar to this up here. P dot X the comma separation, and then P dot Y. P mentioned, by the way. Debug. So now when we do this, it should print out the position of all of these things. And then we can kind of see. Boom. All right, that one action that we just took should tell us that this was overlapping. We should see the same output. Let's see. All right, the orb's position, 7248. Check it out. 7248. So it is the same. So now we just have to find in our path positions whatever the orb is, and if it's in there, we have overlapped. Me looking at my pants after going to the bathroom. P.Y. Question mark exclamation point. So here's what we're gonna do. Just thinking. I'm trying to decide whether or not we want the orb to check for whether or not it was collected, or if we want the ball to check whether or not the orb was collected. Because if we do it in the orb, we can destroy it from there. We can also destroy it from in here. Thinking about it. I think because the paths are in here, we'll just keep it in here. So then all we have to, is there a find? Hold on, let me see if there's like an array find in Pico-8. I'm gonna crack open the docs real quick. One of the things about Lua is that it's very limited in its capabilities. Like if you're used to having a lot of like array methods and stuff like that, say goodnight. There's not a lot of those in Lua to begin with, and Pico-8 has like its own implementations of some of those things, but they are very minimal. Let's see, find? I don't think it has one. That's not a big deal. We can do it ourselves. I mean, we're kind of like halfway there already. We just say if P dot, do we have to compare both X and Y, or can we compare X and X? Let's just compare them both for the sake of like clarity. If p.x equals orb.x and p.y is equal to orb.y, then we need to do a couple things. We're gonna get rid of this for now. I don't think we need it anymore. Whoops. Where do we up our score right now? The text is a little galaxy brained. I don't think we're doing it in here. I think we're doing it anywhere the ball moves. Because it is happening every time the ball moves. What the hell is this? Oh, I remember this. Okay. Let's just find where score is being referenced. Score creates score. Oh, score has its own. Oh, it has its own file? I didn't even realize. Okay, score. We're shaking the text if the shake value is upping. But also we need to not iterate the score. Oh, here it is. In the main update, we're just basically saying if we press the button 4, update. We don't want to do that. We want to take this away. This needs to still happen. We want the screen to shake. We want particles to be made, but we don't want the score to just go up. We want, inside of ball, to say now score.v, I think is what it was. Did I? No, I didn't. Score.v plus equals 1. We also want the orb to be removed from existence. Now this is going to be a problem because in our main there is stuff that's basically always calling orb to do something. Like in draw, every frame that is drawn, we're trying to draw the orb. So we either need to check if orb exists in this instance, or we need to keep the orb on, like keep the orb's existence, but basically toggle like a is active value within the orb. And there's always going to be like an orb necessary, but then we'd also have to check to make sure that we're not colliding with it while it's... I think it's better to keep this constant. I think I'd rather keep it constant and then just update the orb to handle itself when it should be like toggled off. So basically, we don't need this. We don't need this. Go back to orb. Let's call it active as a new property. By default, we'll set it to true. And then in here, we'll only draw the orb if it's active. If active, then do this stuff. Otherwise, it will do nothing. And then I think all we have to do now, we also need to, in the ball, this is gonna be kind of weird, but I'm gonna say if, yo, Rob Bob Will, thank you for the follow, welcome in, welcome in. Much appreciated. If orb active, then do this loop. Otherwise, don't do the loop. I'd rather prevent the loop from happening if we don't have to. It'd save on like processing cycles. But if it's active and then we collide with it, we do want to up the score, but we actually want to make the orb.active equal to false here. That way it basically shuts itself down. Yo, Known Roach, thanks for the raid. What's going on? How y'all doing? You've been therapized? Nugs, I hope it went well. Known Roach, thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? Welcome in. Can I get a shout out to Known Roach? Oh, you knocked on my stream. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. You didn't mean to do the drop-in thing? Oh, no worries. I've actually never seen the notice like that pop up. Sass Mommy, what's going on? How you doing? I like that emote. Yeah, welcome in. Hope you guys had a good stream. What were you up to? Pathfind. I think this will work. I think this is it. So here's what we're gonna do. In the main, we are creating an orb. When we die, that's valid. Actually, no. This is when the timer runs out, which is good. I think this is all we need. Let's just see what happens. No orb. Excuse me? So it's not drawing. Oh, it needs to be self.active. My bad. Okay, so then we collect you, boink. The score went up. It spawns a new one. Score went up.
Yeah.
Sicko mode. Yo, it's working. Anakin.np4. Quick. Okay. Yo, it's working. Quick. Ooh, that was close. Okay. All right, that's an easy one. You'll have to see that. Yo, Rob Bob Will, this looks fun. You've been wanting to get into Pico-8 for a while. There's no better time. It's a great little environment. I love it. It's where I find myself going when I feel overwhelmed. So definitely jump in. Is this for jam, for fun, or for both? This is actually a game I started working on 10 months ago after I released my first Pico-8 game. And I wanted this one to have a much smaller scope, be a little bit more arcadey, etc., etc. And I built out the mechanics for like the pathfinding and the orb moving around, like the ball moving around. But then I let it go to sleep and I didn't touch it again. But I recently resurrected it and I'm trying to finish it so I can move on to my next Pico-8 project, which I'm cooking up in my brain right now. And I can feel like the creative juices starting to flow pretty heavily right now. So I'm like, latch onto that and let's ride it as hard as we can. So this is what that is. All right, so I'm juicing. Oh yeah, I go like the entire winter, basically from like Thanksgiving until around this time of year, a little bit after Valentine's Day. I feel like I'm in such a creative dearth, and I do what I can to not be in that creative dearth, but it's hard. But around this time of year, when it like the first couple warm days of the year, I can feel the creativity, like the need to be creative starting to like pick back up. And Pico-8 is a great place to kind of like lift yourself out of that. You feel that, Winters? It is. It really is. It sucks. Juice. So that's what this is. I am like, this is what you see here. This behavior is the gameplay loop. Quick, it's safe. So we have installed the gameplay loop, which was what this was missing to be considered done. Yee, we're gonna die. Okay. So there's a handful of things we need to do to polish this experience. I mean, there's a lot of things we could do. Do we need to... I think what we're gonna do... Hold on. I don't want it to force players to pick up the orb. Did you see that last screen? The orb was in an impossible spot. We couldn't get there without dying. Obviously, we don't want to punish the player for that, but we also don't want the orb to disappear if it doesn't get picked up every time the round restarts. Let's only create a new orb in the update when the timer goes off here. If the orb is inactive. If not orb.active. We can actually do this with like one of these little doodads, a little single line. Whoops. So if the orb is not active, meaning it's been picked up, create a new orb. Otherwise, keep it where it is. So let's see if this works. Let's not pick this one up. It should stay in the same spot. Indeed it did. Okay, that's what I want to see. So now let's see if it creates a new orb. It does. Okay. So that alleviates the whole impossible orb situation. You gotta learn Lua. It's a pretty easy language to pick up. It's like, a lot of people compare it to Python, which is fair. I think Python is actually more convoluted than Lua. It's an easy language to pick up. Oh, you gotta relearn it. Oh yeah, if you've already like learned it a little bit, then you'll be able to pick it up no time flat. It's like riding a bike. You do a fair amount of Python? Nice. Perfect. Quickly! Okay. All right, so we figured this out. This is good. That gameplay loop looks nice. There was one mechanic I was considering adding, which was basically like, you have to get the orb within a certain number of jumps in order to stay safe. I'm wondering if we try to implement that. Relearn it. Yeah, +2. What's going on my phone? Yo, my shirts got delivered. I'm excited about those shirts. They're the shirts from AGDQ most recently. All right. So if we wanted to make this thing where it's like after an X number of jumps, you die, we need to come up with what that looks like. We also still need to do things like title screen. We need to do like a pause menu that can edit like certain like properties of the code base for accessibility reasons. We need a death screen, so it's not just like restarting the game instantly. There's like a lot of stuff that still needs to go into this, but the gameplay loop, we've gotten a lot of it accomplished up to this point. There's also just, I want way more of these like gates. That's a bummer. Right now there's only 3 that it's randomizing through. Could you make it so jumps cost time so you can still hopefully avoid impossible orbs? There was part of me contemplating that too, like an orb would reset the timer perhaps. But I think the problem with that is that a lot of the logic in the game is tied to the timer ending. So I don't want the screen to be locked on the same like map that it's currently painting. Here's what I was thinking. Let's just try this and see if it's fun. We're kind of in like the experimenting phase of what is fun in a game. Let's call this health. And for the sake of testing, let's make it 6, because I have an idea. We'll also say color. I'll just do C. And we'll make it 7 by default because that's white in Pico-8, and that's what's being painted here. But also, I think what we'll do, we can also just derive this from logic. Actually, we don't need a color value. Actually, we do? No, we don't need one. We can derive it with logic. But we would want to have like a C value in here. But then we'd have like a logical gate everywhere. Let's just do it if active. Let's just say if self.health is less than 6. Road trade. If it's less than 6 and self.health is greater than 4, greater than or equal to 6. Less than or equal to 6? Yeah, let's do less than or equal to 6. And then here, there's probably a way to better like implement this, but if it's less than or equal to 4, greater than 2, let's make the color yellow, which I think is, it's 10. Okay, 10. What's your and then if it's like, if the HP is 1, then we'll make it red, which I think is 8. Just to have like some kind of visual indicator. But then in here, orb dot health minus equals 1. We haven't implemented any logic to pilot this behavior, but now we should see the orb is one shot in that situation. So you want to be careful here. Boop, beep. Most of them I think will be gettable within like a couple jumps. But like this one is not gettable, so we need to like wait it out. Boom. Boink. Maybe if you get them at higher HP, it's actually worth more points or something too. Boop! I'm dead! No, I'm dead. Not dead. Not dead. Okay. Okay. Alright. That's functional, but it's not doing anything if you get down to, it's not doing anything if you get down to 0. We could have a kill condition here. If orb.health is less than or equal to 0, then essentially rerun the cart, because that's kind of like our, this is, everywhere we see run later on is going to be our death screen output, but for now we're just going to say if it's less than or equal to 0, run the cartridge, which basically just resets the game. What's going on? We're developing Dashbox, which is an arcade style game. So in this game, see the red walls? The red walls are dangerous. You are this ball that's on the edge of the wall. You need to get to the white wall that's safe before that purple bar at the bottom goes to the bottom. Notice how your score is not changing. And also this orb is red now. Until you pick up the orb, you don't get a score point. And you can only jump a certain number of times before that orb kills you. So you have to be a little tactful. You also can't collide with the walls. No. I died. Okay, so there I died. Also, where's my orb? Did I pick it up on accident? I want to see what happens. This should restart when the orb breaks, which should be the next one. Okay. That's the main like gameplay loop. These little gates in the wall are changing your trajectory, so it's your objective to kind of like utilize them as efficiently as possible. Right now there's only 3 variants, but the idea is that there's going to be a lot more of them moving on. And then also as the game progresses, as like you score increases and whatnot, I think the idea is to have, also if you collide with the wall you die. The idea would be to have the timer get shorter, which will increase the difficulty. You want to get the jiggling square, yes. That's how you get your score to be higher. I died. Also, it's an orb, legally distinct orb. Doop, doop, doop. It's fun. I'm feeling like there's elements that we can improve to increase like the frenetic behavior of it. But it's also one of those things where like when I develop a game, like when you develop any game, I think you get really good at the game you're making because you're playtesting it constantly. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm just goated right now because I've been building this game or if other people would perform similarly. If the orb isn't pondered, it kills you. Indeed. Because like when I was making Conveyor, I was like, oh, this game's too easy. People are gonna beat it so quickly. But then like when I released it, people were surprisingly bad at it, which was a good thing, I think, because it was meant to be a game that was kind of difficult. But it was surprising for me as the person that had been like playing it for hours at the time of release because I had made the game. I think it'd be interesting, actually, if every time you pick up the orb, before the timer runs out, it should spawn a new orb somewhere on the screen, and every, like, subsequent orb you get during, like, the bar, like, the timer, like, the value of its score is worth more. It's time for me to beat your Conveyor PB. I don't remember what my PB is. I think it's, like, 14 minutes. Frick, a $7.99. Well, you can't be slower than Zorak. I think we need to have more orbs on the screen because when you collect the orb early in a round like this, you're kind of just you're just sitting here. You're just waiting. There's nothing for the player to do. And that's not something you want. You want the player to constantly be engaged. So I think we should maybe try, when the orb is collected, creating a new orb. And then we need to have a method for calculating how much the value of it should be. Or a win condition for the next screen. Touch white wall for next screen. Maybe, yeah. Like instantly get you to the next screen once you hit the white wall so that the next orb is there. I like this idea of like kind of like a risk reward system where it's like the more orbs you collect in the time that goes by each round that's like ticking gives you more score because it'll allow you to like chase a higher score much like faster. Let's see what it's like when let's call it value. Let's see V. By default, it'll be 1, but also I think when we create the orb, is value a reserved keyword in this? I don't know. If value is nil, meaning it wasn't passed in as a default argument or as an argument, we will set value to 1 and then we'll set this to value. And then when we create an orb, like first orb is worth 1 and then 2. Yes, exactly. Precisely. So where are we doing this? In here? This collision? So here, this is where we decide orb collision. How do you spell collision? I never get this word right, dude. Collision? Collision with 1 S? Okay. Orb collision. In here, I think what we want to do is we want to say the score is actually plus equal to the orb.v. And then instead of this behavior, I'm just thinking, give me a second here. I think instead of this, create orb, and then we're going to say, hold on, I need to store this value. By the way, those of you that are Balatro fans, Local Thunk, the developer of Balatro, got his name from the Lua programming language because that is what Balatro is coded in. Local is how you instantiate a variable in a local context. And I guess he just liked the word thunk. Let's say prev score. Previous value. Prev v. Balatro mention, pog. This is going to be equal to orb.v. And then we'll just say that in here, when we create the orb, the value we pass in for the value will be equal to the previous orb value. Previous v plus equals 1. So that way it's like the first one's worth 1 point, second one's worth 2 points, third one's worth 3 points. And then here I don't think we need this. But we still want to track if the orb is active. Because in here it matters, or in here. Now in here the orb will be created at a 0, like a single point score. And at the start of the game the same thing will happen. Local thong, yo. Now we're talking. Oops. Expected plus, oh, did I miss a thing? This is on the ball.lua at line 63. When your program errors, this is what you'll see. Excuse me, holy cow. What is your problem? Prev v is equal to orb v, create orb. Do you not like doing the math in here? Is that the problem? Or do you not have access to it here, which is a problem? We could also instead, well, we wanted to have a new position and everything too. Here, what if I just did this? This might still break. Whoa! Okay, so that worked. That worked. But there is an unintended consequence. So that's 1 point. This is 2, so we're at 3. This one should be worth even more. I'm gonna die. Okay, just chill. Hey, okay, this is frenetic. This is the idea. Quick, I gotta get safe. Okay. I also need to pick this up ASAP. Okay. I can't pick this up. I'm also dead because I wasn't on the safe wall. We need to make the danger walls more dangerous looking. Just being red is not enough. Here's one thing that I'm noticing though. The orb, if it lives past the timer, it still needs to reset the value to 1. Because you can have a really high value orb from a previous run of good collections. I think when the timer runs out, it needs to go back to 1. It's only good while the timer is happening. It's like a combo meter almost. So how would we do that? Where is this happening? So when the orb is spawned, when the timer times out, here. If the orb is not active, we create an orb. But regardless of that, we want the value to go back to 1. So now this is an orb worth 2. That's an orb worth 2, at least right now it is. Now it should only be worth 1, which is true. Help. Okay. Rat jams. Gotta get safe. Gotta get safe. Okay. I gotta stay safe. Okay. The greed! Just stay calm. Okay. Help! Damn, I got mine flooded. Off to a little Godot mining yourself. Laters all. Really appreciate Twitch pointing you in the direction of some cozy vibes. Yeah, have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see ya. Good luck with your Godot. Okay, so this feels pretty good. There's a lot of elements that are not, I think, clearly translated, you know? Like we're getting complicated. Things are getting more complicated. There are things I think we need to do. I think we need to make the walls look scarier. They need to look more dangerous. And there's many ways we can go about this. Gotta let the game kill you for your greed. Yeah, it happened just then. I was trying to go for like a crazy high orb count. Woo! Oh, that was a little scary. Like there, I could have maybe gone for another. Quick! Oh, I died. Greed. Just get safe. Get safe. I'm gonna die. Okay. Okay. This is kind of fun, man. I'm having a good time with this. There needs to be like a juicy pickup sound effect when you get the orb. Oh, I wasn't on a safe wall. I wasn't even looking. That's free. Yeah, danger walls need to look more dangerous. Maybe even the safe wall needs to look safer somehow. I think the easiest way to make the danger wall more dangerous looking, we're gonna die, is to maybe emit particles from each wall. Ouchie. Oh, an escalating tone. Yeah, dude, that's a great idea. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, I love that. And that should be pretty easy, I think. I think we can, in code, manipulate the playback speed of a sound effect. Yeah. The tritones. Okay. You don't think playback speed will affect the pitch? I think you're right, actually. Is there a way to programmatically tell it what sound it should make? Safe. You're good. I like the quick grabs. Like you're able to go like back and forth really fast to the safe wall. I gotta get safe. Get safe. Okay. This wall, that particular gate setup is really good for score chasing because you can go pretty much anywhere pretty quickly. Just stay safe. Just stay safe. Be wary of the orb's HP, okay? No. Okay. We're getting to the point where it's like becoming too fun to play when you actually need to continue developing for it. What do we need to do? Let's make the walls more dangerous. Let's tackle that. So the box is drawn, essentially the box is drawn as the danger walls. It's all red. And then the white wall is drawn on top of that, I think. Yeah. We determine a safe wall, and then we draw that based on whether or not it's safe, and it's white as a result. So it's kind of weird because we know the safe wall, but we don't know. We know where the danger walls are, but it's hard to determine the inverse of like what's dangerous versus what's not dangerous. Yeah, I know. I want to play this on my handheld. That's why I'm very driven to complete this project right now, because I think it would be a fun thing to just walk down the street and play while I'm like walking to work or whatever. Let's see. Safe wall. Maybe the safe wall gets particles. But what kind of particles? Because like right now we have this kind of action, these little particles flying off the wall whenever we move. Woo, careful. Ah, the greed. Okay. Don't do it. Okay. Shoo. Oh geez. Oh geez. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. It can be done through memory poking. 123, thanks so much for hanging out. Have a great rest of your evening. I will see you next time. This song makes you wish you had Moopkiel dance. It is a great, like the speed at which her dance emote goes is really good. Okay. The game is fun, dude. I'm having fun playing it. I think that's my high score right now, 63. It's a shame. I want to be able to know where the danger walls are, because I think it would be more interesting for the danger walls to look more dangerous than the safe wall would be to look more safe. Like, it's easier to make things look more dangerous. Muga's cut all relationship advice segments from the show after community complaints. It's you, you're the community. Let's go, Pog. Little spikes on the danger walls. Maybe. I wanted to, like, in my mind, like, what I was conjuring originally was, like, think of, like, basically, think of, like, a staircasing series of extra lines being drawn as time goes on that kind of, like, creates this, like, undulating red wall effect on all the dangerous walls, so that they look like they're coming to a point, because it would get smaller as you go out. Or maybe even just like, yeah, have them like pulsing with like an additional line work. You're undulating. What is the word undulating sexual? Tyler, have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging. I said coming and pulsing. Oh. Behave. So to do that, we would need to know where all the danger walls are, which is just not the safe wall. The problem is the safe wall is kind of just like an understood line that is drawn in vivo. The box itself is kind of like always drawn in the same spot, and it's a rectangle. You can see down here, we're just drawing a rectangle, which is not the same, unfortunately, as a series of lines. And I don't want to like over-engineer this, because it already feels kind of over-engineered for the safe wall behaviors. But I do want some manner of visual understanding. Pick safe wall. What does it do when it picks the safe wall? It has numbers. So 0 is the top, right, left, bottom. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3. So basically, if we can like leverage this to do even more. We have a property that keeps track of this. So we can infer, we can make inferences. Like, show danger, new function, show danger. Whoops. Function of self. Leopardly, you gotta sleep? Oh no, I hope you feel better. I didn't know you were feeling ill. Take a good long sleep. Kick the pants off whatever is ailing you. And we hope to see you next time. Quick, quick! Okay. I'm having fun, dude. I'm trying to beat my score right now. No one say anything. Okay. No, we're dead! We're dead! Ah. I didn't get to see what my score was. All right. Relax. Draw, show danger. So in here, let's just get this started. If self dot safe wall, safe bottom? Oh, that's a function. I was like, is that me? Talking to me? This is gonna be very smelly. Just don't talk to me about it, okay? We have so many tokens to work with. I'm not even scared, okay? Tokens, by the way, there's like a code limitation that you can do for Pico-8 games. There's ways to get around it or like ways to like extend it via multi-carding and all this other stuff. But we're not doing that for this game. This is a single cartridge game. This is the top wall, right wall. This is the bottom, and this is the left wall. We want, if it's the top wall, the left, right, and bottom need to have something happening. Here's the thing, we only need to do this once per... Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna code it to do what it needs to do, and then we're gonna be able to see ways to optimize the code. Cause like, think of it this way. Already, we're gonna have a function here to draw a line for the left wall and like manipulate its behavior and whatnot. But that's gonna be the same for like this when it's the right wall that's the safe wall. The left wall is still gonna be dangerous, you know. So there's gonna be ways to optimize this. I think it's fine to brute force it for now, but I'm also thinking about it. Maybe these should be similar to this. They almost feel like they need to be their own table. And by that I mean their own object, so that we can like track frames for updating it, reset that, and then like draw something based on what that value is. Safe dot bottom is me, actually. A safe bottom. We love a safe bottom, everybody. How best to do this? I don't think this is the best way, for sure. And I do think that because we want to run like updates and stuff on them, I think we just want... Ugh. Danger walls. It's gonna be a table of walls that are tables. Actually, I think we can reduce it down to just one single item. Think about this. Reduce the smell. Danger wall. Hold on. I do think we want, like, reduce the smell. Okay, fine, leave. Not what I meant. Hold on, I'm trying to refactor code before it's even written, and that's usually not a good idea. Hold on. Let's get these to do something. Let's draw a line. X1 and Y1, and then X2 and Y2. That's all we need for a line, right? Yeah. This is literally this. But I want to take this -1x. So this would be like 15. I'd want to add one to the 17. And this would be 15 as well. And then this would be 127 minus 16, probably 128. Make it red. I just want to see. So if the danger wall self.safe wall equals 3, an unclosed end. Where? By show safe left. Line 2? No. Box line 2. Okay, it's just broken. Line 60. Okay. Oh, it's because I'm doing this outside of the draw. My bad. Okay, so the left wall is thicker now. It's not drawing the way I wanted it to because I'm brain dead. But this is one to the left, which is appropriate. It's also continuing to be to the left. 17 pixels down. Here, let's do it 2. Let's like leave a gap. I want to be able to see what's happening here. Okay, so it is drawing it at the same Y position to start with. X1, Y1, 17 isn't doing anything different here. What? Okay, that is closer. I still don't understand why this isn't drawing a pixel lower. The X position should be 14, which is 1 or 2 steps away from the original. And it's 17, which should be 1 step away. Which should be 1 step lower than what we see here. But it's not. What about like 20? Just like see if this makes any difference. Okay, that made a difference. But it made a difference in a way that I didn't expect. Oh, it's because this actually is... It was 1 pixel smaller, but there was an illusion being created because of the white safe wall. Put the points in the bag. I do like the way this looks, like with the double outline like that. It looks kind of cool. I think it should be... I still think this should be like moving, like from the left, like back to its originating position, like every so often. And then same for the bottom. It should be like doing this, right? And then top. I think that would like really drive home, hey, this is a dangerous wall. Get off this wall, dude. But we're kind of doing ugly, like hard-coded numbers for this right now. Yo, Phantom of the Pizza. What kind of pizza are you the Phantom of? Welcome in. How are you? Phantom of the Pizza. All right, frick it. Let's just hard code this puppy real quick, and then we'll make adjustments as we see fit, or as we deem necessary. This is gonna have a counter, just gonna default to 0. Then we're gonna have a draw method. Well, let's do the update. It's gonna have an update. It's gonna be a function. Can I do this? Pass self within self? I guess we'll find out. Because I don't know if that means that it thinks it's this scoped self or if it's this scoped self. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Let's do self.counter plus equals 1 if counter is greater than or equal to... How fast does it need to be? Let's just start with 10. Because this is going to iterate once every frame, which is 30 frames per second hard lock for Pico-8. Self.counter is going to be equal to... back to 0. Reset after it gets to 10 each time. And then in our draw function... Can't type. We will do this line here. Let's kind of like fix this. I think it'd probably behoove us to have our own X values. I do like 14, I think. Yeah, to start there. That's like its originating position. And then we could do this as like small tables. Treat them as like vector 2s or something, but I'm just going to do it this way. Y0 is going to be... we put it at 18. I think that's acceptable. Bow, 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 bow. And then X1. The secondary X position we had was still 14, which means we could probably get rid of it because we want this to stay on the same X coordinate at all times. But it's easier for my brain to follow this through right now. But either way. And then the Y one needs to be, if it was 120 7 minus 16. I want it to be minus 2. It needs to be 125 minus 16, which is mostly just because I don't want to do math in my own brain. So then let's see if this works. Self.x0. Self.x1 or y0. Self.x0. Or x1 I should say here, and then y1 here. And then actually in here, if self.counter is equal to 5, here, hold on. Here's self.counter equal to 5. Put these in parentheses. What I want to do is I just want to take the x positions. Can I do it like this? I feel like there was something where you could like declare multiple values. We're gonna move it over to maybe just 1 pixel. Set it back to 14 when we reset the timer. And then just for the sake of testing this, let's get rid of show danger for a second. Just completely get rid of this. Let's take away this. And then let's do something weird. Self.dangerwalls.left.draw. And then also self.dangerwalls.left update. Okay, I had a feeling this was not going to work. But it's more of a syntax error than it is execution. In line 24. We have our draw function. We have our update function. We have our declaration of the property. Squeep, squeep. Did you hear that squam? That's an illegally high-pitched squam. (1,000 kilohertz) exactly. What's going on here? Oh, I didn't add a comma. I didn't care. It didn't care about that. Oh, I didn't add a comma here. Syntax error. Here, hold on. Clear the screen. I can't see. This is line 32. If self.counter is greater than or equal to self. Okay, I don't think it likes this double nonsense. I think that was freaking it out. And then here, self.x of 0, self.y of 0, self.x of 1, self.y of 1. An expected closed parentheses, or yeah, closed parentheses near self. That's in the draw. I'm wondering if this is, again, more of an issue with declaring self within a self that already exists. Because how would I have access to the higher scoped self? You know what I mean? Do I need to name it something else? I feel like self is a reserved keyword for this purpose. Let's look at the syntax again just to make sure. This seems fine. Starting from this like top portion. Update looks fine. This is fine. Self.counter greater than equal to 10. This is allowed. Doing this all on one line like this is allowed. This is also allowed. Here we have our comma, draw, function self. The line call has our 4 arguments plus the color. Oh, I'm missing a comma here. Of course, of course. Self, danger values, left, draw, function arguments expected. Oh, here's the problem. Here's where I think it's like, doesn't like the self thing. Cause it's, yo, Phantom of the Pizza, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the Meadow. How are you doing? Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well this evening. So it's thinking there's an argument, which there is. And by all rights, it does have an argument. It's itself, though. What happens if I do this? This is just a kind of a curiosity. I don't think this is what's going to happen. This is usually reserved for like calling methods. That's what I thought. Okay. So we can't access this property. Nested a layer deep. We can't like instantiate them that way at the very least. Like we can't set this way. At least I feel like that's the case. Maybe I'm misinterpreting the error. What if I just change this to S? Would you begrudge me this? I do think it's not going to like this. And if this doesn't work, we'll go back to the drawing board. Not a huge deal, but this was mostly like a manner of self-exploration. It still wants the arguments. How would we do that? Would we have to like pass? Wait. Crap. Hold on. I want to test that first. Bring back the self. Okay, that's all back. Access the property. Because that was the draw function complaining. The update function wasn't complaining. Oh. Okay. So it's drawing, but it's not updating its positional values. Just get rid of this. This is garbage. We'll remake this if we need it. So that's fascinating. What is not updating though? Self.counter should be eating or getting incremented, and if it's not throwing an error, then it knows that it has a reference to it. So if the counter is greater than or equal to 10, we set the counter back to 0 and we move the position of the x coordinates. Then otherwise, if the counter is equal to 5 and when it equals 5, we set the x positions back 1 pixel. Doesn't seem to make a difference though, because it's not drawing. Let's do something more dramatic. I just want to see if this is functional and I'm not noticing. No, it is not. Things are better if I stay so long, and good night. Yo, what up, Arbor Cat? Wait, oops, all Bobber. What up? How you doing? I'm glad you were defending my position earlier with our music tastes. The expositions are being toggled. I guess let's just confirm. Let's confirm that the expositions are actually changing. Let's just confirm that the counter is even changing. So if that worked, nothing's actually being called here. Wait. Yeah, we're doing good this evening. We're making a lot of progress on Dashbox, and I'm actually finding it to be really fun, which is dangerous because that means that I'm going to be playing it a lot instead of developing it. Am I calling the update? Yes. Wait, am I calling the update on the box itself? Probably not, which needs to be happening in the main. Here's our update. Where's the box? I am not calling update on the box anywhere in here. That would be why. It's getting a little crammed in here. I'm just gonna say box update. Oh, okay, that's functional. Doesn't look good, but that is now actually working. And you know what? That's sick, dude. You can have nested references to self. But then how would I get access to outer self if I needed it? I guess if it's, as long as it's self-contained, you're fine. Also, this should have logged like a buttload of numbers. Not quite a buttload, but enough. Let's get rid of that debug. Squoop. Okay. Sicko mode. That's cool. Let's bring it back to like moving maybe just 1 pixel to the left and then back to its original position. I think it's a little too fast. Maybe it's not too fast enough. You know what I'm thinking? I think it would look cooler. This is like this would be so Galaxy Brain, dude. But I almost wish it was like a series of segmented lines that were waving on like a sine wave pattern, like an oscillating back and forth, like little whoop, 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 whoop. That might be like a little too much. It might be a little too distracting visually for the player. But what's cool about this is that we can take this much further. Is movement even the play here? I think it just needs to be slower. I think we need to do it like once every half second, which is, so if we're at 30 frames a second, reset the counter at 30 frames, but then change positions every like 15 frames. Actually, maybe once every second. Unsure. But here's why I think it's cool. This needs to be +2. This also needs to be y0, x1 minus 2, and then self dot y1 minus 2, because we want to shrink it. Paint it 8, and then these will move at the same time. I think it would look cooler if they moved in like a stacked fashion. Or maybe they just draw based on the counter. So it's like normal, boom, boom. Like it stacks them out. I think that might actually be the play. Because I don't think we get anything from them moving, but I do think we get something from them appearing stacked, like I kind of described before. If that's the case, we don't need to manipulate their position. Let's try this. I think this is better. We still need a counter, and I do think we wanted to maybe do this once per second. And I think maybe 3 lines appearing in these like stepped increments is what we want to see. Right now we have 2. Let's just draw them now. This is going to be 4, 4, 4, 4. So this is what it'd end up looking like at the very end of things. And then what we want, if it's 60, if we're doing this every 2 seconds, because it's 30 frames per second, the timer right now is only at 5 seconds. I feel like it needs to be tied to the timer. And I think the timer is working on a percentage basis, which is actually much more valuable for this. Let's double check. We are getting the... We are developing, or we are like inferring the time based on this. Right now it's on a 5-second timer, but that value we expect to change over time. So if that's the case, we'd have to calculate again. If self.time is greater than this divided by 3. Oh, we make the color. We change the color to red as it gets closer. That's what's happening here. But then here, the time is getting subtracted by 1 every 30 frames, every tick. And then we're making that a percentage with this calculation here. I think. We can log it. Here's what I'll do. Bring this into the box, and in the update, this is the timer dot time, and this is the timer dot max time. Whoops. Do this. Let's just run this and see what it looks like. I'm gonna delete the debug that we have right now. And let's see what this value is. Where's my debug? Oh, I didn't specify Okay, so this is going from, as you can see, starting at 1, decreasing down. This is like 0.5%, etc., etc. So now we can take this, no matter what the actual time value we have it going from 1 to 0 on a percentage basis. And we didn't even get all the way down there, so we shouldn't even see that it's at 0. It stopped at a little bit over halfway. It's the bar itself is actually decreasing on a non-linear scale. It's partially logarithmic because of the power to the 1/5 that we apply to it on the bar decreasing, but the value of the time is static. Mox is calling me. Hello. I am streaming. What's up? Is everything okay? I'm sorry. Okay. All right, well, okay. I'll see you in a bit. I love you. Bye. Okay. So we have this value accessible to us, which is good. What we'll do is we'll take this calculation and I think we'll just say, let's put it in here. I don't actually think we need the counter now either. There's no point in having the counter because we're not going to reset it. We're just going to calculate this value. And then we're going to do some logic against this. So, if we have 3 bars, but we want all of them to be displayed by the time the entire time is relevant, we don't want to do it when it's at its like near completion. We also don't want to do it right at the start. So like not at 100% does the first bar show up. We want it to be at like maybe 20% decrease, the first bar shows up. So let's just try this. If t is less than 0.8, we will draw the first bar. If t is less than 0.6, let's just do this in like 0.2 intervals. We might need to tweak this, of course, but we'll see. And then if t is less than 0.4, draw the third line. So then this should create like a cascading time locked bars showing up. I do like the way that looks. I think our pacing of it is off. So how do we scrunch this with like even intervals? If we do a 0.8, we end up at 0.4. So maybe we just do it 0.75, 0.5, and then 0.25. I like that. I like that. Okay, so now we just need to make sure all of the lines do this. We can also get rid of a lot of stuff, I think. I don't think we need these position properties. We can go back to hard coding these values for the left wall specifically. We don't need the counter. I think we can get rid of all these properties. We can get rid of this. And in fact, it kind of just becomes this again. So let's do that. Let's put these values back where they belong. So self.x0 is 14. I'm okay with hard coding this. The box will never change. Now, we might want to make it adhere to the, well, maybe we don't. I was going to say maybe we make it adhere to the global offset But I'm wondering if that's relevant. 18, 14, and this was 125 minus 16. We gotta replace them all here. Jeez Louise. Okay, 14. Bow, 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 bow. 18, 14. I'd rather keep the math in here just to keep certain like static values. I know it's maybe a little convoluted. It's also messy to look at, but whatever. An aquatic mine. This is 18. This is 14. Yo, Derpy Sauce, what's up? How are you? Welcome for the, or thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? All right, so, whoop. So we have this. Get rid of this. Hey, what's up? How are you? We don't need a draw function either. I think we just equal, this equals a function now. Our tabbing is off. We do want it to be in a table overall. I messed this up. Hold on. Let me fix this. Whoops. Okay. Whoop. And we need to do this for all of the walls, which sucks. But the good news is we have like starting points because of the safe wall. I was not expecting the box to be this complicated, but I think this is important for translating to the players the danger that they are in. Because like even my playtesting right now is kind of like, it's losing the sauce. Also, what's wrong here? Attempt to call value update. Oh, it's trying to call the functions and stuff. It doesn't need to anymore. This just needs to do this. And we also don't need to call update on the box, I think. This can go away. Yeah. Like this makes it much easier to see in my peripherals that there is a dangerous situation happening. Whoa, that was perfectly timed. Now, if I get it showing up on all walls, it'll be a lot better. Okay, okay, okay. And only when they're relevant, of course. Back in here, we want to, ooh, and this is where we'll, okay, I see. Okay, let's go ahead and get our, let's do the, I don't know why I did the left wall first. That should be the last one based on my current behavior, but either way. We also don't need to pass self in here anymore. Let's just have the timer, like, let's float this up here. That way we don't have to calculate it multiple times. That would be overkill. But for the top wall, we know that it is starting with this behavior. And we know that we want the same time-based behavior here. Here, I'm just going to copy this first, and we'll clean it up. Yo, I love Campanella music. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Now our top line here. Starts at 16, 16, so we actually want it to start, this is the X position. We want it to start in, like, in more, because it's creating this, like, stepped value. Now, I do worry that this will paint on top of our like score and stuff. We'll have to see what it looks like. We might have to reduce it to like 2 walls or something. Either way, not a huge deal. But here, we know this needs to be 18. And then the Y position needs to be subtracted by 2. So it's at 14. This is the X position. It needs to be subtracted by 2 to bring it in. So we'll just -2. Keep it similar to the other operations happening below so that we're consistent. The Y is going to need to match the other one because this is the top wall. Also needs to be the color red. Here, this is the same behavior except we're minusing 2. We're adding 2 each time for this. I know this is kind of opposite the thing I just said. Actually, it's going to be 18 plus 2. And this is going to be 14 plus 2. And this is going to be it's going to be -4. Things are better if I stay. Aricia, what up? Boop, boop, boop. Let's just be honest. The math here is garbage. It's ugly. I'm fixing it. I want to stay true to the origin and then just edit the values as necessary. So here, 16 was the origin. Guess what? We have to add 2 to that. It's 18 now, but don't tell anybody. This Y position, we also need to add 2 to it. Actually, we need to subtract 2 from it because it needs to go up. This position needs to, this is X2. This one needs to have 2 subtracted from it because it needs to go that way. This one also needs to -2. And it needs to be red. Helena's your favorite song? Dude, I love MCR. Growing up on MCR, whew. What a time, dude. I had the original iPod Shuffle, the one that looked like a pregnancy test. And then these all just need to be 4. And then this goes down here. This all needs to be 6 because it increases by 2 per time. I think. Let's see how this looks. It broke. Unexpected symbol near local. Did I miss a comma? I did. Whip, 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 whip. Still broken? Okay. What's your problem? Did I miss a comma in one of these argument lists? Shouldn't have. Beep, 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 boop. Unexpected symbol near local. It doesn't like the T here. It liked it better when it was not locally scoped. I don't want to calculate this for every single instance where we need it. Is that really what's happening? There's no way. Like it loses the scope here? Is that what you're trying to tell me? What the fuck? Are you shitting me? See, that's getting a little, it's butting up against the, up the score there. Looks a little finicky. Ah. Also, it shouldn't be drawing when it's the safe wall, but that's just because we're testing at present, so don't worry about that too much. You can see the vision coming together though. The question now becomes, do we only worry about 2 lines? I think 2 lines is maybe better, just to keep the, but then it counts to 3, dude. 1, 2, 3 feels better than just 1, 2. What if we just stack them? So there's no lines in between. I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try it. That would mean that all these would increase by 1. Like the value that's manipulating is 1, and then 2, and then 3. And that would create like a non-gap stack, which might look cool, depending. So this would be 2. And then this would be 3. Again, you gotta kind of just experiment with this stuff as you go. Stacka, stacka, stacka. I think that looks fine. It like makes it look bold. Bold. If that's the case, give me the left wall thing here. This would be -1, +1, -1, and then -1. And because the math was fricked up, we need to copy paste this. And this would be 2. You know what? Just do it like this. 2, 2, 2. Make sure we make these red. And then take this, subtract it by 3. I think the slots, like them being spaced apart 1 at a time, was coolish looking, but it also looked very visually busy. And I don't know if it was actually translating to the player that there was like as much like danger as there was just like visual clutter, because with the background effects also happening, it was like showing through those like little shutter shade type things, and it's getting a little busy on the eyes. This is acceptable. So now we need the right wall to do this. I think it's dumb that I can't have the local timer available at this level. I guess because I would have to make it a property. And then it wouldn't get updated over time. I could make it a property on the timer and then access it from there. That's probably better than like doing all the calculations over and over and over and over and over. So like in here, set it equal to 0 or 1.0 to start, because that's what it will be. And then in here, in our update, would be equal to this value here. Do the math against that. And now, in here, instead of this, we just do timer. And I think I'm gonna just name it percentage. Timer.percentage. And we'll make sure we go back and rename this. Percentate. And then rename it in here. Time.self.percentage here. Skirt, skirt. And this should at least clean that up. Still functional. Perfect. Okay. Back in the box. Give me the right. Squeep. Well, first give me all of these percentage logical gates. This is so smelly. It's so smelly, but we'll figure it out. Again, sometimes you just have to brute force stuff and then figure out how to refactor it. Also, give me like more than like a fraction of a percentage of a width pixel to work here. Get rid of these. This is red. This needs to be... If this is the right, this needs to be +1. The Y position needs to be +1 because it's going down. This needs to be -1 because it's shrinking in. And actually, no. This needs to be +1 because it's staying the same X position. This needs to be -1 because it's shrinking in. And then we just take this and do 2 and 3. 2. Let's test it. That looks appropriate. That is appropriate. I was just thinking about whether or not we wanted to change some stuff there. Let's do the bottom and then we're done with the creation of these. Here, copy this whole, whoops, copy this whole thing. Bottom. And then give me the bottom line. This needs to be similar to the top. So +1. And this would be -1. Actually, it's +1 because it's moving down. And then this would be -1 because it's coming in. And then this would be +1, of course. Turn it red. Give me this. Make this 2. Make this 3. And we should have all of our walls indicating more danger. But we don't want them just firing off whenever. We need them to only fire off when they're actually dangerous. They are functional. Hold on, I didn't actually pay attention. Boop, boop, boop. Psh. Okay, sick. That looks good. We have this logic here. Then right now is painting the safe wall, which is relevant. We're gonna leverage it though to also to also draw the danger walls. So this is top. We would need left. And you can see again why this feels like so insanely stinky code-wise. Because this could be refactored, but we will get there when the time is right. When I have more brain glycogen. I'll do a token count when we're done with this logic to see where we might end up. So if the right wall, we need left, top, and bottom. And then if it's the bottom wall, then we need the left, right, and top. Left, right, and top. And then if it is the left wall, we need the top, right. Can't see my keyboard. And bottom. Whoa! Wrong button. Get rid of this. And now we should have our safe wall just be a skinny little white wall. And our danger walls will get thicker as our timer counts down. Which looks pretty... That's a lot more visually descriptive of like the issue at hand. I want this orb, dude. Thank you. Quick! No! That was my bad. Safe. Nope. Damn, I was getting greedy. Okay. Functional. Let's do a quick little info on this bad boy. We're at 2,828 tokens out of a potential 8,192. Our character limit is quite high. We're at 12,808 out of 65,535. But I mean, that roughly is in sync with our token count. I mean, we're only a quarter of the way through our memory. Well, a little bit more than a quarter of the way through our memory for the cartridge. And we're basically just polishing things up now. There's still a handful of stuff we need to address regarding polish, namely from a title screen standpoint, sound effects. Oh, this was dumb. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna play for a moment. I died, son of a bitch. I want to get a high score. Holy crap, okay. Can't go that way. Just get safe. Holy! Safe, okay. I'm getting very unlucky. I'm gonna die. Oh, safe, okay. Safe, okay. Just stay. You can play it fast. You can play it risky. The faster you play, the higher your score will get. The more quickly your score will get high. Safe. Wap, wap, wap. That was weird. 3 orbs spawned in the same spot there. That was lucky. Should maybe make it so that orbs can't spawn in the same spot. like after they've spawned once. That should be easy enough to do. We just have to get their previous spawn position. This is a new PB. Help! Help! Okay. Safe! Oh, I don't know what my score was, dude. Shit. I should like print my score to a debug. When the game is like rerun. That's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. I think with some like crunchy sound effects, print to Adobe Acrobat. With some crunchy sound effects, some like maybe like a song that can loop, but also have the option to turn off. This music is very fitting. This music right now? Just chill, just chill. Boop, boop. Stay. That was a little dangerous. Safe. No, I'm danger. What if the barrier things moved around? What do you mean by moved around? Like Snake? Are you making a joke because I mentioned that earlier? You probably didn't hear. I wanted them to like move like the walls that are dangerous. I wanted them to kind of like undulate, or not undulate, but like have like a sine wave oscillation. Woo! We're not safe! Oh. All right, hold on. Hold on. I'm getting caught up in the sauce. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to print H score score.v, and then we're going to put that in a high scores log file. We're also going to make sure we ignore oh, you mean the ones within the grid? Oh, like the little dots? I was gonna see if there was like an easy way for me to take the dots that you travel through and kind of like make them yeah, like have like a wave effect when like you pass through them. That was on my like polishing to-do list. I don't know how easy it's going to be with the way that they're like the way that they come to existence. I don't know necessarily how easy it'll be to get that to work. We died. Just stay safe. I gotta get safe, dude. Woo! Just stay safe. Just get safe. Just get safe. Ah. What am I doing? Just get safe. Stay safe. Stay safe. Get greedy. Hello. What's up, babe?
Look at these cute boys.
Oh, those are cute. I like the mushy.
This one's a little mushy.
Oh, he's a jellyfish. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
What is
He's
this?
like
A moth?
Yeah, it's a little moth.
Aww.
And this is a little
I'm almost done.
Okay, I love you.
I
Chat,
love you.
look at my cute squishmallows. Ugh, dude, your light is crazy.
I know, it's bad.
Ugh, there's one. There's two.
Very cute.
And three. Gonna like adjust. Hi, Bobber. Hi, Proton.
All right, this is the run, okay? Oh, that was... Ooh, okay, so when it's red, it's one jump away from dying. So even if you jump and collect it, you die. I think is what happened there. Here, let's test it. Yeah, okay, it needs to turn red at least on its like last HP. It needs to be if the health is 2. Yeah, okay, so that gives you like an opportunity. It does feel kind of weird though that you can still see it. I think what we need to do. Where are we killing the game if the orb is equal to 0 HP? Is it in the ball? I think it's in the ball. This. We need to do this after we attempt a move. Because if we do it, it'll create a new orb, preventing us from dying. But if we didn't, after going through all the paths, then kill me. And I think if we do that, we can actually put this back at 1. So that means that you know red is like, you have the, this is your last shot, dude. That's what we want. Now just to make sure that it still kills you. Okay, sick. We're gaming. Help! I gotta get safe. Okay. My brain is like trying to work out too much whether or not I can get to that safely. And I need to accept that I cannot. Whoosh. That was a big round. I'm gonna die! Not dead, not dead. Get safe, get safe, get safe, get safe. Oh, that was dangerous. That orb was 1 away from death. I ran into the wall, dude. Okay, let's look at our high scores. It's only doing it in 1 position? What? Is that when I crash into the wall? This is when the game ends due to me. This is a unsafe collision. And then here, where the orb health is 0. So that should have a score of 0 now logged in it. Okay. And then we should collide into the wall. That should have a score of 0. Okay, sick. We're also gonna have to get into like Pico-8's memory management, which I don't think I've done before, to like store scores. That was greed. We gotta get out of here. Whoa. Nope. Woo. Did we die? No, we didn't die. But I ended the game anyways. Fudge. Okay, well, folks, thank you guys for joining me on today's development excursion. I'm very excited about this little game. I think it's really fun. I think it's going to be a fun, like, thing to release and then have people score chase and then see what we can maybe organize around the community as like maybe like a meadow trial. Who can get the highest Dashbox score? Something along those lines. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for the support today. This has been a crazy stream. We got rated by Frost. That was pretty crazy. Much appreciated, everyone. I will be live again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably, look. I know Wednesdays are Meta Olympic development days, but I need to finish Dashbox so that my morale gets like a boost so that I can continue working on the Meadow. I promise the Meadow development is not done. Average Atlas is working behind the scenes to do some database optimizations, and by that I mean an entire migration involved with like a cloud database and all this other stuff. So that's still happening in the background while I'm mocking up things for the next phase of the development. But we're probably gonna focus on Dashbox tomorrow. I wanna like put a bow on this. I think it'll be fun. I wanna release it. Have something else under my belt as a released product. And yeah, a lot of fun either way. So, let's see who's live. I'm gonna send y'all over to somebody. Yo, Arvid the Music. I don't think I've ever rated Arvid the Music, but Arvid the Music is a gamer, a musician from the Mikal Humble Butter sphere of influence. That's how I became aware of them. They're playing Hollow Knight right now. And I think this might be the first time they've ever played Hollow Knight. So let's go see what's up with that. Everybody have a great rest of your evening. I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you in the Discord. I spelled his username wrong. Arvid the Music. Oh, I missed the E. That's okay. Normally don't miss that. In fact, I'm about to go do it myself. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your evening. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you in the Discord. Stay safe, drink water, eat lunch, etc., etc. Take care, everybody. Until next time, bye-bye.